work tonight.
Microphone.
And then once you had him stunned, you picked your moments. You were very patient, but very efficient, and you put him
Yonko,
away.
is that the chair that wobbles?
Yeah,
If you want to get another chair?
Yeah?
We can get you another chair, Yonko.
It's fine. It's fine.
Are you going to suffer the whole night with a wobbly chair?
We'll take turns. We can rotate.
We'll take turns. We'll play musical chairs.
Musical wobbly chair.
Give this man a good chair.
He's fine. He
I'm fine, man.
comfortable.
Alright, I'm going to try your porcelain.
Can you pass it down here?
It's very good.
Here.
Yeah.
We should
do we
pull some beers out of there.
Do we address the camera or no? Act like no one's watching us.
Hi, camera.
I don't know.
Hello, camera.
What a cutie. Adjust it.
We're hungry.
We should,
if you haven't noticed, we're hungry.
I would say.
And we have some perfectly cooked pork tenderloin that we tried earlier. Off camera.
I wanted to
Big
say,
ice cream, baby. Right there.
there's
That's my boy. Can you stay away from the knife? I'm trying to watch TV. Trying to watch the fight.
Can you stay away from the knife, please? No, I was gonna say, I think this is.
I'm trying to I'm trying to feed you, babies. Oh man, this is so good.
Yeah, he said it was really good. I wanted to say that.
Come on, camera.
I'm very happy today. I think this is very much in the spirit of the symposium. Our guests have brought a tenderloin of pork and this jar of pickled
True
peppers.
shear.
True sheer.
True sheer.
I like true sheer much better than the American name.
Holy
English
fuck,
name.
Yonko. That is really,
Isn't that
really,
tender?
really
Yonko,
good.
I think you should drop the smoking and stick to pan searing. This is much easier to cook than brisket, man.
Yeah.
But
I like that brisket.
No, flavor
Yeah,
is
the brisket was
flavor was there. It just
I need a little longer.
but
Yonko also needs to work on his knife skills. But these are good sized pieces.
what do you mean? What's wrong with my knife?
It just looked like you were gonna hurt yourself.
I wasn't
He
concerned.
likes living.
I wasn't concerned, you know.
That
He's
is
talking
so
like this.
fucking good. Do we want beer?
That's really good.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
do.
want beer.
Yeah.
Which one? The
I'll have a mega.
Can I have that
That's a
cup? That's
super
mine. The cup is mine. Cup
The
inside.
cup inside.
Yeah, the one that's right in front of you. Between you and the
Is
other.
that
This
your?
fucking
Is
guy.
that your beer?
I think so. Yeah.
Cheers to the camera.
Cheers.
You want the super clusters or the citrodelics?
I would like a super cluster.
All right.
Oh. Thank you.
So people know where we're at in the fights, I guess. We just watched Israel Adesanya, who I actually predicted was going to get knocked out.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get knocked
Oh,
out.
look at that honesty out of Steven.
He fucked Derek Brunson up and was great doing it. I thought he was a little. I don't know. I felt he was being a little showy. But
Yeah,
I guess
a
that's
little
his-
bit of au jus. Oh yeah,
Come
Yonko.
on, Yonko.
Why did you wait?
There you go. It's good to have you guys.
Just so you know, there's a quote around.
Anyone know what happened to my cell phone?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I got a come on now.
Come on. Look at this.
I think you need to try with some salsa.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, where's my Coke?
I don't know, dude. So good.
The pork?
Yeah, I ate that with a piece of cauliflower.
The cauliflower is delicious. I'm gonna try one of these peppers.
Don't eat it faster than I can put it out, guys.
Yo, is this
I'll be here all
how
night.
hot's this pepper?
Well,
How hot's this
The
pepper?
red peppers.
it
are
already
really hot.
feels like you've been here doing this all night.
Yeah, dude.
That is so fucking good.
What is?
I love these
Sushi?
pickles.
Sushi? Yeah.
Too sheer.
Too sheer.
Sushi.
I'm gonna tell my grandpa that it's too sheer. We just call it hot pepper mix.
Yeah, there you go.
Or what? I don't know. I like
What's the
too-
Polish name?
I don't know. I don't think that it's a Polish dish or way of pickling things. I think it's just his thing. Yeah.
There's probably a name for it in every language. Pickling and
whatever you want to call it.
Who's this guy?
No idea.
That way we
He's
can
got
put the
Albanian
jar.
flag, I think.
Albanian?
Yeah.
You think he owns a restaurant?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was fucking hot.
All right, Sam, read what's on your
Can I
can.
please fucking finish this now? A star lost in a galaxy in some forgotten corner of a universe.
Are we
The
back on
aggregate of love and
TV?
joy and
Oh.
creation as we know
Are
it.
you reading for the camera
That's
or
the
for us?
first one that I had.
Was that on camera or no?
It is on camera. Everything's on camera. Everything.
I should
We're
probably put
drinking
my phone away.
Lagunitas Super Cluster Ale. It's a Citra
more-
Hop Mega Ale.
More
That
high,
is a clusterfuck of a name.
Yo, so who is this? The David Branch fight?
No, the David Branch fight is over.
David Branch already fought?
Who's fighting right now?
No, David Branch hasn't fought yet. He's like the third fight.
Oh, Bronson is what I was
I
thinking.
think, yeah, I
David
think
Branch
this
and
guy
Brent
Jack. I think we're about to watch Jack Marshman from
Take my
an
shirt off.
undisclosed
We did that,
location.
Peter.
I don't know where this flag is, but he says he's fought in Bama, so he might be from like the British Isles.
Dude, that thing looks very Albanian flag to me.
It's hot in here.
Oh, nuts.
I'm here. Of course it is.
So here's a little food for thought, or beer for thought. The laws of physics mandate that some will explode before others, although all of them will explode sooner or later.
All right.
Pretty straightforward.
Thanks, Lagunitas.
Yeah.
I've never heard of either of these guys.
Nope.
But it's interesting that
They
they
must
were
be from New
fighting
York.
before Adesanya. That's not a bad bet. This guy might be from.
Yeah, they're probably
He's from
New York.
Neptune.
They're from New York, that's
He's
why.
from New Jersey. He's from Neptune, New Jersey.
Oh, same thing.
Oh, he's from Neptune's neck of the woods? Is this you?
Uh-huh.
Those are cool hoodies, I guess. They're bringing back the old logo, sort of. So, tell me about your place in
Mexican
Florida.
Coke. Before they build the wall.
Sam told me a little about your trip, but
Oh, okay.
you got some Mexican Coke?
Yeah, I got some Mexican Coke.
That shit's good.
The
So
real deal.
the place I'm moving in Florida is called Chattahoochee, and it's a really small town. The only thing there is a psychiatric hospital. That's where I'm interning.
All the people that live there would be really upset you said that. There's like 1,000 people that live there. That
That's
aren't
all
in the
that's there.
hospital. Not kidding.
Maybe they work at a
I'm
hospital.
not kidding. No, they all do.
Everybody that lives there pretty much works at
Yeah, it's
the
either they
hospital
work there, they should be there, or they are there.
Right.
Hey, man.
So it's very unique. There's like 150 buildings on campus, and they're all very old. Most of them are built in like the 1800s. So it's
there were-
pretty, and they're all white, so it's a little creepy, but it's
There
got
was sick people since
mentally
the
ill. Yeah.
Since the 1800s here.
Yeah.
1880s, I
Are the
think.
walls painted white?
Inside the building?
Not all of them.
No.
Okay.
It's not like.
I mean, that's what he says.
Well, I
all-
don't-
Well,
he
I'm
goes,
sure
all
it
the
used to
buildings
look
are
like
white.
that.
Yeah.
On the outside they are.
Yeah.
I'm sure it
well,
used to look way
probably
creepier.
Their rooms are probably
They're
white.
not. Yeah, they're probably pretty plain.
Yeah. I haven't seen the
Speaking
rooms.
of, I should ask this, Sam, how far have you gotten in Master?
10 pages. Not far.
There is it does go, that book ventures
It's
into
in-
an insane asylum.
It's a great book already.
It's a great book.
What happened with the chips?
I don't
They're
know.
under the table. They're a giant thing. I don't know what we should do with them.
We should lay them flat like
No,
this.
we should do what we did last time. Let's get a plate. Get a plate.
Cut out some napkins or something.
Here, it's fine like this.
Yeah, I think this is
Oh,
perfect.
this is good.
Steve, it's fine.
Okay.
You
Let's
can
get
reach
you
them.
shit. Now that we got them out there. Let's just do that. I'm going back. This is the best bite on this table. Is this, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, there you go.
This is, you gotta try
This is
one
the
of
best
these.
bite on the table.
Did you guys do weird shit like that when you were kids too? Like dunk weird things in your milk or Kool-Aid?
Oh, this is not weird. I'm putting peach.
Yeah,
mango
okay, no, I know.
salsa
Weird,
Well,
bro.
you know what I
with the
mean.
pork
I used the
tenderloin.
wrong word. Did you experiment with food
Oh yeah, yeah.
when you were a kid too? Like dip things in your
Oh, I've done.
Kool-Aid?
I thought that I was the person who invented this. This is how I suppose narcissistic I was as a child. I was pretty sure that when I first dunked a fry into a Frosty, that I was the person who invented dunking fries into Frosty.
That would feel good doing.
Are you saying that there is more idiots that did that before you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a thing.
We actually did that in my high school.
My
I
friend,
would do that.
my friend thought he,
Not in Bulgaria, but
my friend in
Yeah,
elementary
that's good.
school thought he invented your mama jokes.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
dude.
that's how stupid he was.
That guy's mom sucks.
Dude, yeah, his mom. He probably started making
Is
fun
that how a
of his
young
mom so
mama
early.
joke goes?
Your mom's stupid.
Yonko, this is falling apart. This is so good. I don't know anything about either of you guys.
Who do you think's gonna win? I think the
The
black
black
guy's
guy.
gonna win.
You know what? I'll bet you one little string of
That's what I'm
seeds
saying, yeah.
that's the
Hell
white
yeah, that's
guy.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for the Albanian guy
This
too.
is-
Wait, are those?
Alright,
What are those
Alright, 2 of
nuts
us
that
are gonna
I'm
be
looking
eating some seeds. pretty
so are we
soon
doing
here.
two?
What is this?
Those are olive
Those are,
heads.
yeah, try one.
Oh, olive.
Alright,
It looks like a
so-
pistachio, like
It
covered.
does. I actually thought
are
it
we
looked like a
actually
weed
gonna do
nug
that?
when I first looked at it.
A little, I guess. Some very green weeds.
So if the black guy loses, I have to eat spicy food?
If you agree, yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucked up, dude. That's racist as shit.
It's only racist because
Who are you gonna make
guys
me
pick
chicken
black.
next?
no, it's only because you guys picked the black guy.
Well, he.
You guys bet he's gonna lose. So you're
yeah,
the
that's the
racist
racist part.
Why does the black guy gotta lose?
That being said, this black guy named
Carl Robertson.
Carl, yeah, he does look better than this other guy, and just popped
He's in
him
good
with the
shape,
left
yeah.
hand.
He looks quick.
Yeah,
but
but
I think
he's
the
a-
other guy lays down some fucking.
You know what
hammer
Dwayne
fists.
Ludwig says that I like that this guy Roberson reminds me of is either he goes you should either
Boom!
have nonsensical constant movement or no movement. Like in your if you create a rhythm with that, that's bad.
Who says that?
Dwayne Ludwig says
Yeah.
that. Yeah. That's just my thing to say. So far as I'm concerned.
I think you've got a point.
But I guess if you can create a pattern and then break the pattern, that's fine.
Nice left hand.
Yeah, I think I might be in some chilies. This guy's getting tagged and he's flat-footed.
And he's flat-footed.
Can I have the half?
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
whichever one you want.
I want one more piece with the pork and the salsa.
Yes, drink it. Pork left.
It's fucking
It's
right.
dwindling. The pork is
It's
dwindling.
dwindling.
Oh,
I would
yo,
call
we
this
might be in
plenty.
shape. Oh!
Oh!
They're fucking trading. This is a good fight. Both these guys are hurt right now.
Everybody's hurt.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta,
None of these guys want us to eat hot peppers.
Yeah, right.
if they draw, no, we don't have to eat.
Like nobody's going down.
If it's a double knockout, no one has to eat peppers.
I'm gonna try these orange pepper.
I didn't see the orange. I thought they were all red.
That's so good.
Where's your grandpa?
Who is
Where?
he? Where?
Where? Yeah.
You want him to come pickle you some
Yeah,
stuff right
He's
now?
probably in bed.
So what's his meat smoking like?
Well, he does summer sausage. That's what he was doing Wednesday when I was over there.
So he makes his own sausage?
It was venison summer sausage
Ooh,
from
nice.
a
Oh,
deer
that
that he
sounds
killed last year.
So good.
That sounds like
So good,
I wanna
so
be-
tender. I didn't get any of that.
sounds
Yeah,
like something they
some of
cook
that.
in heaven. What do you think cooking's like in heaven? Just smoked meat.
Whatever you want. Yes. Land of milk and honey.
Uh-oh. Backing up.
But he also makes
There's
horseradish
a
and
good
grows
fight
a
now.
really good garden. And
Your grandpa sounds like a fucking mensch.
yeah,
A Polish mensch.
Full of mensch.
those are his hobbies and fishing.
Yeah.
He did smoked salmon earlier this summer. That was pretty good.
Smoked salmon is the best.
Yeah.
Not a big fan. We did
No,
we
we-
did smoked salmon
Really?
omelets at my work, and it made me want to throw up.
Dude, I liked it a lot.
That's
With
tough.
dill. With dill
Yeah, that made
and
me wanna throw up.
That's tough because that's a textural thing. That's weird.
It was textural, and
I've
I'm not a
tried-
big fan of salmon as it is.
I've tried putting lox in scrambled eggs before, and that was an experiment.
Yeah. Mm. No disrespect to these two guys, but have any of you seen the fight between James Vick and Justin Gaethje?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Vic got fucked
He
up.
got turned into
Noodle.
a
A
something you would dress
noodle.
up as on Halloween.
Dude,
Like
noodle.
death.
Dude,
He
it
looked like he was gonna die.
he got.
But
Dude,
the
was
part
out.
that
It
was
looked like
so
his neck
exciting.
was broke.
The part,
Correct
part
me
that
if
was so
I'm
exciting
wrong.
was the body kick that he landed on Gaethje was
Flush.
millimeters from knocking him out. You could see it.
One of the left bike.
Yeah, he hit him once. He hit him once, like clipped his elbows, like he blocked it a little bit, and then he brought his hands up to his face, and he just laid another one in, and it was like, oh. And then Justin Gaethje was like, oh, I guess I gotta knock this fool out.
That's such a valuable weapon to have if you can kick people in the fucking liver.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh,
that.
damn.
That's what reminded me of it. That, yeah.
Absolutely brutal.
Oh shit.
That was their bad. That was the beginning of the segment. Ryan, will you have my phone?
Who knows?
Sam, that last lever is you on the pork. Yonko, that was delicious.
Thanks, Yonko. That was the best meat I've had in a
That
week.
was really, really good.
Oh shit.
Yo, one of these guys is getting knocked out this round. I want
This
to
might be fight of the night.
All right, Steve, I want you to stop making predictions because they aren't coming true.
What? Every once in a while, you never know. That's the
I
beauty
kind of
of
want to eat the seeds just to see
Just
how hot
throw
they
them.
are.
Jesus Christ.
It can't be that bad.
Masochist.
Is this
I think the juice probably sucked out a lot of the heat from them.
Can I make it a little louder?
I'm trying to make it brighter.
For sure,
That's-
if you
I think
ate
that's
the
right.
pith and seeds, it would be really fucking hot. There's no doubt in my mind of that. I'm gonna try. Are these angel peppers?
I can't remember what kind of peppers they are, but he's grown them for years. They grow well.
Robertson's
Those
getting
are-
a little aggressive here.
Probably the spiciest. Those are probably where those long pits are from.
A
Yeah,
little
that's not
aggressive here,
disgusting.
Robertson.
Those
Look for
actually look
takedowns
like
that I don't
chilies.
see.
The others just look like bell peppers.
Yeah. I don't think those were grown in his garden. I just think these ones were.
Dude, then why the fuck would you feed me that?
Yeah,
That's not heirloom,
Is it
dude.
even organic, bro?
Why you're throwing funny? I don't know why I started doing this last night. I was procrastinating reading.
You look at his
Oh, nice left hand.
This guy Marshman does not mind getting fucking knocked.
Yeah, he hit him.
This guy Marshman eats shots and comes forward. I watched a few videos that were like full days of eating of like these bodybuilders, and then one guy was like
Yeah.
a world's strongest man.
yeah.
This guy ate 12,000 calories.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. They,
That's
like,
the mountain from
they start sweating at the table. They just start getting like hot. They're like,
But one of these
How
guys
do you
was,
even eat 12,000 calories in a day?
what are you doing?
so
How do you have time or even the stomach?
What?
it was bizarre.
doesn't make any
listen
sense
to
to
this. One of my guys-
500 grams of beef and 500 grams of potatoes at a time.
No,
What?
dude. Nice
Oh.
takedown, dude. No, the guy I saw was eating cereal,
Yo, he's got like all
shakes,
his back. Look at
Just
this.
whatever.
pancakes. Yeah, just a bunch of shit.
The guy who I saw eat 12,000 calories ate fucking Captain Crunch to start.
Yeah. This is the
Yeah.
same video I saw. Yeah.
Garbage,
Oh,
dude.
you know what? No.
This is the video I saw. Yeah.
That he had got like carry out from an Italian
It's so
restaurant.
unhealthy.
Just kidding.
I like my MacBook.
Don't shut it off.
Yeah. Am I on camera texting right now?
Yep.
God damn
With an absolute sin taking
Can you
place.
tell?
it. Yeah, I feel ashamed.
Can we tell from looking? No.
No. There was like a light for it.
No. We should put a fucking mirror behind it so I can see.
This guy's done absolutely nothing from side control. It's kind of frustrating me.
I just wish everybody would throw body knees.
I didn't realize in one you can knee to the head. That's a great rule.
That's a game changer.
That's a great rule.
Can I put you for a
Yeah.
Lagunitas super clusterfuck? That'll go.
It won't even be a bother.
It wouldn't even be a bother.
You have to read your.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta read your
I'm
top.
also.
As I said, I
I'm
can't.
also-
My says
right here.
I can't read.
I'm
I
also
can't
gonna have
read.
a Lagunitas. A Lagunitas.
A Citra hopped mega ale
A mega.
of intergalactic proportions. It is fun.
And you have to read the story on it too.
You gotta read your
if you
story,
haven't read
Steve.
it yet.
On the
Where
top.
is it?
It's on the top going around.
Alright. Oh wow, this is actually kind of synchronous, considering what song I was listening to on the way here.
I think that's kind of the point. I think
No,
they're
but
supposed
this,
to be.
I mean, this is.
You know me. Yeah, I do. That's
This
fine.
is surprising even for me. It says, "You are here on a speck of dust, 3 tiny
Actually-
rocks from the source,
Oh yeah.
at the edge of something much larger, in the middle of something else, at the beginning of the end. It's a lot to wrap your head around, so take it in one gulp at a time. Life is uncertain."
They might be the same as.
No, he read the large part.
Oh,
Or the
that's
red
on
part.
all of them?
Yeah, that's on all of them, but then on the
Oh.
top, along the rim of it.
Come on.
Actually, let me read this.
You guys don't tell me this shit.
No, we needed to hear that part too. That was important.
That is bizarre, because I was saying I was listening, this was kind of fucked up. I was listening to Third Stone from the Sun by Jimi Hendrix, and then I thought of Ryan as I was coming in, and I was like, you know what would be a fucked up song to treat people with at music therapy would be Jimi Hendrix, Third Stone from the Sun. That's it. Not exactly calling it. Alright. It was originally intended as a simple reconnaissance mission off the Western Trail, far from any sort of modern convenience.
Are these things supposed to make any sense?
Not
They're
really.
supposed to be kind of spacey.
They're vague.
Yeah, they're supposed to make you just like be curious.
One more place. Or peace, place. Peace.
piece.
Yeah. And
And then send that text message.
Theos had completed the ship. But was it still the same ship with all these new people parts?
Wow.
Who is Theos?
Theseus?
Theseus? I don't know.
Theseus is.
This is like the.
I actually know a little bit.
That is.
Theseus.
Is he
Pale-
like? Is he the
pale
same kind of
white.
character as Moses? As
Greek mythological hero.
This is written with
Who built the
pale
ship
on
like Noah
white.
does?
They don't like.
Slays Medusa.
he saves
Oh.
her?
Slays.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he's like Mardo.
Yeah, he's
an
one of
asshole.
the first.
No,
He's one of the
pieced up
most
fucking
important
chaos.
heroes in
So
Greek
this is
mythology.
cheese, ham.
This is
and-
beef. This is cured beef.
No, cured beef is on the outside.
Right, yeah.
But there is ham and cheese in the middle.
Oh, there's ham in there too.
Yes, I didn't know that, but it seems like, or the cheese has been.
No, I think it's just cheese and.
It's pretty rich.
It's. I guess the meat covered the cheese. I'll give it that some kind of color.
I like this guy. He seems bigger than his movement would lead on to be, or he's got good movement for his size. This Robertson.
Robertson, yeah.
Oh God! Oh God! That is what you don't want to walk into.
What happens?
That's like walking into a room and not knowing what you were going there for, and then you get knocked out.
Except this guy.
He's got good takedowns.
Yo,
Right
you
to
don't
side
see
control.
Jack,
Except
so-
this guy
You
has
see
no
how
respect for
powerful
his
double
power.
line? I don't know if he has good takedowns or this guy can't wrestle and he has a powerful double.
Yeah, that's true too. He's blasting him out.
He's not doing literally like go to mount and at least like land some shots while he's getting his guard back.
Yeah, this guy has no.
And this guy has no jiu-jitsu.
What did they call it? Jiu-jitsu? What did they call that stuff again?
Oh, that's Brazilian.
It's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've been.
If you say it with English accent, with American accent,
This guy's
it's
landed
American
0
jiu-jitsu.
shots
Jiu-jitsu.
and this other guy's trying to invert against the cage.
I've been having fun. It's such a small part of jiu-jitsu, but just holding people in side control and not moving my hands at all, and just trying to like use my toes to like
Follow him, kind of.
pressure and like move around. Yeah.
You know what I did yesterday for the first time in a long time was I did some like just like inversions to like K guard to double outside. Just started
Yeah,
For
sometimes
whatever
it's fun to just invert.
Yeah. Makes you creates a moment of suspense. That's for
You know
sure.
who's been getting better?
Who?
Mo.
Mo. Really?
Yeah.
I don't roll it. That's interesting. I'll roll it. For him.
Yeah.
I'll go with him. But
Yeah,
he was
that's good to
not-
hear.
He was not getting better for a long time.
Yeah, he has a case of stagnation.
Oh, he's mounting.
You know who I think will be good is that kid I went to, like, elementary school with. That kid Kenji.
Kenji, yeah.
We rolled yesterday, and he kind of asked me. That's a
He's
weird.
too self-deprecating, I think.
So, to your point, he asked me after we rolled yesterday. He goes, he's like, you know, can I ask you for like a tip or it's like a piece of advice or something? I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, just like, what's wrong with my game?
Right.
It's like, dude, you're doing great.
You
Like,
can't. Yeah, that's. He'll always go. I'll catch him with a guillotine or an armbar or something random, and he'll be like, "Was I like? Did I like give you that? Like, was I doing something really wrong?"
Yeah, he's like,
No,
what
I'm
am I
dude.
doing? Like,
I've been
No,
doing
dude,
this
I've been
way
doing this
longer.
for 4 years, and I
Yes.
only wanted to guillotine you. I guillotined you. It's fine. He's like, "Oh, okay."
all right, this guy finally listened to me and went to mount.
He heard you. Oh, that elbow
Obviously.
hurt. He just got up like a zombie.
What are you doing?
Fight's over.
It's over.
Oh, I
Was
thought
the
it was
third round.
I thought it was second round.
Well, do you guys want to eat those now or?
Oh,
after
what's
he's,
up, son? I
think
know
we'll
that
go-
big boy
let's
won.
Go double. Let's save them for that. How?
This guy looks like he would
Because
win.
I'll eat them all at once. How
This
about
guy
that?
looks like he would have won a pancreation event back in the day.
I'm gonna try to bet him back
Dude,
though.
okay.
Don't win nothing.
There are no bet backs.
Fine, give it to me now.
Yeah,
Give it to me now.
yeah, right there.
This
No, you have to eat one of those clusters, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's the game.
Yonko,
is gonna be
What?
unpleasant.
didn't you bet on?
No, I was not betting. I said I like the white guy, but I
Yo, do you think it's healthier to like
Keep
chew
me
it
out
up
of
or to
these,
just
like,
try
Chew it.
to-
Yeah, you don't
childish,
want him to get enlarged.
nonsense.
Yeah.
That's how you get diverticulitis.
Gotcha.
What are you talking about? He's making shit up.
No, I swear to God. You can get something lodged in your...
Spicy food.
No, a seed.
Oh, a seed.
Yeah.
You gotta chew those motherfuckers up.
That was honestly.
That's why
once
you...
it kicks in a few seconds, that was
It wasn't spicy.
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be.
The spice probably got sucked out and infused to other things.
It's not
That-
spicy.
That one has a lot of seeds.
It's definitely not spicy.
So it's spicy.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm gonna die.
It's not on fire, but
I
it's
never thought I was gonna die from spice. This is good soaked in the
Yeah.
juice. Have spice juice.
Oh, they gave him a
So Yonko,
10-8 rounds?
Yonko,
Which
can
one?
you describe the cooking
Probably the
process
third
of that pork?
He did. Oh wait, that wasn't at him. Go ahead.
I did that when you
Yeah, but go ahead.
were late.
Everyone on the camera
What do
wants
you
to
mean I
know.
was late? I got here as soon as I could.
A wizard is never late,
Never-
nor is he early.
That being said,
He arrives precisely when he needs to.
I seasoned it like 3-4 days ago,
Oh wow.
and then I
Did you vacuum pack it when you
No.
saw it? Just put it in the fridge?
put it in the fridge, cover it up with plastic wrap.
Oh, he has an injured leg.
But sometimes we adapt to the situation, so the best of the best, you gotta adapt when shit hurts. You hit Marshman with some clean,
Oh, yeah, they
hard
do have the
shots, and he kept coming.
old logo.
Were you surprised that he was able to absorb those? Not
Fight.
at all. I watched his fights. I know he's a down, gritty, and tough guy.
Little bit of
I
split-
expected him to stand
spit
there
flying
and
out
take
there.
it if you had to.
Yeah, I heard his
So,
nose for sure.
anything you wanted.
It's not.
You gave
Dude,
everything
you got
wanted,
clipped.
and
Boom!
also a key to victory in this fight. And coming from a guy who really,
Says
you're noticing
blessed on his
kickboxer as
back.
much as anything, that was another
With
showing
a
of
sword.
the big
Blessed.
New aspect
Oh no,
of
it's
your
a
game.
it's a
man,
sword and a
one of the
crown.
best in the game, Corey
A
Anderson.
pink crown.
He got some of the most takedowns in his division. You train with him.
But anyways, I
He's
seasoned it for a few days, so that's why it has the decent flavor.
Oh, okay.
Definitely dangerous, sir.
For sure,
Heated a cast
emphasize your
iron
letters more.
pan on top, on high, and turn on the island on 500 degrees. Meanwhile,
Turn the oven 500.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Joe Rogan just gave him the big eyes head nod. Great fight.
So you sous vide that at all? Or
No,
not?
No.
Dude,
You
sous vide out of my fucking life. There's no point.
You're telling me you just pan-seared that and roasted
Pan-seared
That's
it.
what I said too. I was like, wow.
And then I
That's
roasted it for
crazy.
20.
I know, it doesn't make any
12
sense.
minutes.
It had to have been the wrapping it of the tin foil
it? Yeah,
and
it just
letting it
rested
sit.
really well.
And it was perfectly.
That was
It was perfectly marinated, or not marinated. What do you want to call it?
Then I was
rubbed?
gonna right behind him.
Dude,
It's
that
like-
was crazy good.
Yeah, we definitely flicked the camera off
I
in
can't
between those two
believe
guys.
that wasn't. I thought
Those
for
Jesus
sure that
lovers.
was sous vide. Who
No,
was it?
get the sous vide out of my life! I swear to
You're not
God,
a sous vide
I
guy.
don't want it. I want to cook my fucking stuff on iron.
You can still cook your
I don't
steak
want
before you.
damn water
You
bubbles.
can do like reverse sear.
Yeah.
First sear, my guy, porra, cara.
Sous vides are good for
I
poached
want to
eggs
just
too.
cook it on flames, straight up flames.
The only
Horse
way
meat
to
on
cook
flames. That's what I want
eggs
to
is
eat.
sous vide.
Just want to eat bear cooked on a hot rock.
63.5
Have
degrees.
you seen?
Poached eggs, you mean?
You know who Francis Malman is?
Any eggs.
Any
He's
eggs.
the
There
best
is-
person at
there
cooking
is a
over
scientific
flames in the whole
Temperature
world.
at which
He's like
eggs
this
is cooked
Argentinian
right
dude.
and everything else is wrong.
I don't think so.
Well,
There's a
I like
great
scrambled eggs and.
episode
You can like them
of
any way you want,
Anthony
I'm just
Bourdain
saying,
show
there's
where
the
he's a
right
big
way.
part of it.
Okay.
And there's also
and then there's everything else.
people are knocking me off while we were
That's
there.
fine.
We had a
That's
two
fine. This is
conversations
great.
going. But so there's an episode of him with Bourdain where they cook shit on fire. And then also an episode of like that show.
Brian or
I think Brian Ortega's like 5'9".
I think they're both 5'9".
No, I think Holloway's like 5'11". That's why he's like so skinny.
I think
Finding when?
I think it's 21st
December?
century, so we can find out.
Oh, that guillotine is so good on Cub Swanson.
You hear that?
It's 2018.
Because it's 21st century, so right now.
You got a new phone? No. New case?
What happened to the cat?
5'8", Brian Ortega.
Oh damn.
That's funny.
Max Holloway is
She's got a keen eye.
She does have a cute eye.
5'11",
Nice.
5'8", and 5'11". Yeah.
It's gonna be a battle of who can get to the jiu-jitsu first, because Max Holloway doesn't want to be there.
No. Max Holloway is gonna dance around and.
Well, Brian Ortega's no slouch in the boxing realm, especially combining it with his jiu-jitsu.
Dude, he is also that guy's just a. Well, not that Max Holloway isn't, but Brian Ortega is doesn't mind fighting.
A
people.
gangster?
Yeah. Like, he doesn't mind fucking fighting people.
Yeah, I think Max and him have the same
He's one of
idea of that.
Let me just say this. Brian Ortega is one of those guys who going into an octagon to fight someone is not the scariest thing he's experienced.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if
You think Max Holloway is involved in Hawaiian gang violence?
how much gang violence was Brian Ortega in.
I think he grew up in an area where he.
But I think he started training when he was like 12.
Yeah, but he went to school with these kids and fought them and shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
It was like he had friends getting shot, kind of thing. I mean, I could be.
So apparently Steve read into the promos.
Jeez, Steve.
Right in the promos, the guy.
Jeez. Steve's a story
guy-
freaking teller.
What?
Just freaking telling stories over here.
My point is that Brian Ortega doesn't mind getting in the cage to fight people.
Yeah, but I'm
Where's
trying to
he
stick
from?
up for Max here.
I think I'll take Max.
I think Max is gonna be just fine stepping into the octagon.
How do you feel about his health?
Unclear.
Well, how do you feel about Gunnar Nelson on the prelims?
Gunnar Nelson sucks.
Gunnar Nelson's on the prelims. That's how I feel about it.
I like Gunnar Nelson.
I like him too, but I think he's on the prelims,
Yeah.
just like Elias Theodorou. But what are you gonna do?
I don't think Gunnar Nelson.
Someone's got to fight on him.
Gunnar Nelson thought he's got good jiu-jitsu.
Until he fought Damian Maia.
And then he fought Damian Maia.
Yeah, no one's- hundreds of people in their life have thought they had good jiu-jitsu and then they went against Damian Maia.
And got humbled.
He's like a 5-time world champion.
Yep.
The Mundials.
Well, he tried to grapple with it. Like, he tried to...
And he did for like the first
10
3
seconds.
minutes. No, he like backsteps on him twice. He passes his guard.
They have, like, exchanges.
They have
but
good exchanges, but then takes his back and breaks his nose.
This is a
It's
big
just
fight for the Danaher guys.
Cannoneer.
I'm
Or
pretty
David
sure David
Branch.
Branch handed them, yeah.
Oh. I don't see it going down to the ground.
Yeah,
He got mounted by Luke Rockhold like a baby.
Yeah, but Luke Rockhold, it's great jiu-jitsu. And
Ground and pound.
Oh, it's the old Killer Gorilla.
that's great.
These are two very distinct facial men. They're like,
David Branch did not look like he had conviction.
yeah, they both look very odd in the face.
Who you at?
I'm gonna go for Ortega. You say we're both going backs.
No, this is not the fight we're talking about.
Oh,
Oh, we moved on.
oh, we're going on this one. On these two?
Yeah.
Unless you think Brian Ortega and Max
He
Holloway
might-
got very distinct facial.
Well, they might fight these guys right. They might come in all of a sudden and it's a tag team match.
yeah, that would be awesome, man. Throw some tables.
Two 45ers versus two 85ers.
Tag team UFC. Why not, dude?
Why not? Alright, who you at?
Wait, did David Branch just say he fought at heavyweight?
I'm taking the Killer Gorilla.
Yeah, obviously.
I want to take the Killer Gorilla.
I don't know.
I'm taking David Branch.
I'm not betting my intestinal tract on these guys.
I'm not testing. I'm not betting anything. I'm just saying.
Oh, we don't have to do the more. The seeds aren't even hot. That was my thinking with the seeds.
Yeah, they're not
Is
bad.
that they will be painfully hot in the mouth.
Thankfully, hot in the mouth.
It wasn't bad at all.
In fact, I think they were less
Milder.
hot than the
Unless I have
actual.
a
They were
poker
milder
face.
than the.
I'm just...
And this stuff.
Yo, Jared Cannonier, can we just get this fight going? Why are you dancing?
You guys jacked as hell.
Yeah, that's what Joe Rogan's saying right now.
Yeah, he looks like he has fast twitches.
Yeah, it's like he's twitchy. Can we go, dude? What are you doing?
He's twitching. He's gonna take a sip of his.
He's like, if I don't burn this
That's
energy
the
off now,
weirdest
I'm
thing to
gonna-
me. So they have body armor and water bottles.
Yeah,
Well, they have to.
Body Armor is actually
a drink.
sponsoring.
It's a drink.
I know, but he's drinking water from a.
No, yeah, but they do that with the monster cans too. They fill them with water.
They have to be able to promote
Yeah.
the item, but obviously he's not going to drink
I thought
juice
that-
or monster.
Dude,
No, but that's the crazy fucking thing is that they're telling people drink our product
right,
while you're working out, but these guys can't afford to do that.
I don't think they're saying that. They're just saying that these
Connor cracked
athletes
open a
drink.
monster.
It's water.
How
Those are
sure are
water.
you of this?
Those are waters.
100%.
Yeah.
You
That's
you can buy those. You can buy monster cans of water.
They
Yeah.
fooled me.
They fooled you. Well, half the time they're just empty as well.
Yeah, most of the time they're.
When they're like
Except
on
when
the
they
like in the front, they're just like empty.
Those are not empty when they were being thrown at that press conference.
No, yeah, right.
Those had some weight.
Yeah, you can't throw an empty can very far.
And the winner is about to walk out.
Way to
David?
spoil it, Yonko. I said, way to spoil it.
He doesn't know.
He
He doesn't know,
90s
Steve.
rapper.
Obviously, it's a lie. He says he looks like a 90s rapper.
He's wearing his hat like Colleen.
Yeah,
What is it?
that's racist. Just because he's black. Not all black people look like.
There was no white rappers in the 90s, Yonko.
All black people rap.
Jesus Christ.
That's what he was saying. I was saying.
Yeah, Yonko.
I mean, snow does
Dude,
not constitute a
I want
white
to know where.
rapper.
I just found this on the floor. I want to know where they got it.
Probably yours.
No, it's not
Oh, is that an O-ring?
It's
Looks like
for my.
yours.
It's for your dick. No, it's a scrunchie. It says scrunchie brand on it. Scrunchie.
What does it say?
SCUNCI.
Was Vanilla Ice rapping in the?
Yeah, I was joking. There was clearly that was like prime, like, rap time.
Vanilla Ice got one song, and it turned out he was lip singing.
He has 2. Yeah, don't worry about it.
And he was lip singing on those.
Turtle, the Ninja Turtle rap.
Did they like Vanilla Ice in Bulgaria?
No.
Yes, they did. Yonko just didn't like him.
What kind of music do people listen to in Bulgaria?
Bagpipes and
whatever music
What
they
is
played. Whatever music they played 5 years ago.
Oh, in America they listen to it over there.
Alright,
But
here we go. Who's fighting the?
yeah, you got
Jacare
Snow,
and Chris, and then
Informer. No?
What?
You don't know Snow? Seriously? Bro, you're too young. That's why.
really the only 2 fights I was super
It's
excited
probably-
about was the Israel Adesanya one, and then
You're not excited to see Jacare
Jacare.
versus
Some
why?
jiu-jitsu from the ground
I kinda
versus
wanna
some
see-
wrestling from the top.
I kind of want to see Weidman lose, honestly.
Yeah, well, he probably will.
Yeah, he probably will.
I don't think so.
Asking for, oh, it's good.
Oh, your gorilla is too small.
Oh, look at he's even short in the picture. Normally they
That
like
guy's
even him out in the
old. I didn't
pictures.
realize David Branch was 37.
Well, if you count his mini afro, he's pretty close to the same height.
Yeah.
You're right. That is a mini one.
Yeah,
It's basically like he hasn't gotten a haircut in a week
yeah. A week?
or a month. Look at this suit.
It's a tux.
It's a tux. It's a tux. Oh.
So did I tell you what this girl said to me the night we met that I found off-putting?
The girl you're texting right now with frantic enthusiasm?
Frantic?
Yeah, you both times you looked at your phone, you go, oh shit.
Sorry. Alright. If you,
I wouldn't call that
if
frantic,
you could
but-
think of the most upsetting thing a girl could say to me, what would it be?
That she doesn't like cilantro?
Close. But think
Garlic?
She doesn't
broader-
like cooking?
Very close, but think of a
She doesn't want to have kids.
no.
She's not
She
nurturing.
didn't say that, but that would be
She's
bad.
not a very nurturing person.
Very close.
She doesn't like
I get what you're
to
saying.
give.
She told me she hates fruit and hates people who like fruit for dessert.
What?
That's my kind of
This
girl.
is a big problem for Steven.
That's a big problem.
That's a big problem.
What if you dip them in chocolate?
Yeah, maybe she can get
You dip them berries in
Since then,
chocolate.
I found out she likes certain fruits, so it's okay.
Yeah, you gotta. Sometimes
Anybody
girls
else?
don't know what they're saying.
Anybody else need a beer while Sam's in there?
God damn it, dude.
That's the problem. Is this girl usually does know what she's saying, except
Yeah, you're drinking that one.
What are you breaking in there right now, man?
You guys, I'm fucking freaking out right
breaking cheese.
You're acting frantic, dude.
Oh
now.
yeah!
I'm frantic.
Gorilla on his back.
Yeah, but I'm honest about why I'm frantic. All you guys are fucking
He's
pussies
gonna
about
stand
it.
back
Whoa,
up.
dude.
Like a chuck. Oh wow. This guy David Branch is going too hard after these takedowns, in my opinion.
Oh!
Too hard in my ass, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna burn.
Too hard. Too hard in my ass,
You
bro.
can't. No 37-year-old I know can sustain this pace.
Dude.
Next time you guys want to open a beer, let me know. You know.
What are you talking about? I just used a 12-inch blade and got my beer open.
It's only 8
and I'm not
inch
bleeding.
chef knife, man.
Well,
I know. I
You're
bought
counting the handle.
I'm counting the handle, dude. I don't give a fuck about standards.
it. Ooh.
Scheiße.
What's wrong with my case now?
I'm not sure what's wrong with it. It just kind of seems like it's like the factory one that they sent it. It's like it seems like you just took it out of the package and you should take that off. It's like it seems like one of the things that would you like tear off the screen.
It is actually a factory. I mean, it's a Samsung case, yes. So it,
Taking that back.
so it fits like a
super
glove.
well. Yeah.
Keeps the sleek look.
I like this phone. Oh, you're. Oh. So nice. This is interesting. This is how David Branch lost to Luke Rockhold. And now Luke Rockhold.
He learned something.
Yeah, he learned something. David Branch did.
I think if this guy gets through this round, he's gonna be fine.
I just
I
want to
think
smell
David,
the meat
look,
on
David,
my fingers.
the meat or the weed?
The meat.
Oh,
The mead.
The
Meat
mead.
and the weed.
The mead, the weed, and the weed. The mead, the meat, and the weed.
I think David Branch is breathing heavy here, and he's getting.
You think?
I don't think he's doing this for 3 rounds, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I think he blew.
But
like,
I'm also thinking
look
that
at-
that your
he's-
gorilla
he's-
is gonna get tired with those muscles too.
Those muscles don't get tired.
No,
Dude, those
that's
are
where-
killer
that's
gorilla
where you-
muscles.
Dude, it's really interesting, but one thing that you'll see is guys who are just crazy cut up like that, they gas because their muscles need too much.
Yeah,
oxygen.
he's not.
Yeah.
At one point, he won't even bring his hands above his elbows. He'll be like this fighting, and he'll be like, "You can't
But
do
he did a
that."
good job in these rests. But why do you come in and clinch like that? That was stupid.
Maybe he knows that David Branch is tired.
Yeah, so you should push away and try to light him up right now.
I think he's tired. The gorilla is tired.
Yeah, they're both tired. This sucks.
I don't see any gorillas out there.
Wow, it's a very dark background, so.
Do you want to hear something ridiculous?
No, I'm
Like,
saying I can't see it. I can't see him.
that kick that he landed where he whacked him with his toe reminded me yesterday. I was trying to use one of those plates to do this exercise that I've been showing recently. And so I pull this plate off the rack with one hand and just drop it straight on my fucking toe.
It didn't hurt?
Oh, yeah, I dropped like 3 F-bombs and thought my toe was broken. It
Oh,
turned
yeah.
out to be fine, but I dropped it fucking way.
Yeah, dude, I actually thought I broke something in my wrist the other day, but it's almost better now.
That's good. What did you do to it?
Just when I was punching the bag before class.
Oh, yeah.
I got too
I remember
excited.
you saying, I remember you saying.
I was so pissed off.
Dude, that's a good way to find out how stupid you are, is hitting the bag with no,
Wraps?
yeah.
Yeah.
You find out where you're at error.
Yeah, don't throw right hooks with your pinky.
Yeah. Shit. That being said, my hands felt good. My right thumb is more or less better.
Yeah, that's weird that
Not
you.
like 100%.
I've never ever clipped my thumb, ever hitting the bag.
So it wasn't the bag that hurt it. Do you remember this story? Greg and I were, this was when Greg was still in camp. And so we get up, we break like a clinch, and I kind of just go like that to like kind of keep him at bay.
That's me.
Oh, it's your fault.
And Greg just throws this wild hook. And
Oh,
just
that was
punches
elbow to the
my
back of the
thumb.
head.
Is he still down from that?
Give me that.
I've never seen anybody grab their
Yeah,
bench.
give me
before.
that.
They're stupid.
Smashes it over the. Kill a gorilla.
I'm a gorilla. I don't sit on stools.
Okay, David Branch is fine forever.
That was 6, bro.
I don't recognize his coaches.
Alright, we got one more round of this, right? Or
Two.
Two more. This was the first round.
I don't know if David Branch has 2 more rounds of that grappling though.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I mean, I don't
We'll
know.
see.
It depends what he's been doing in the gym, I guess.
It depends how much offense this other guy can
This guy
produce.
look at his arms. Look at how he's hanging his arms.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looks
This is not a good sign. Shaking him out. Shaking him out. Made it to the center of the cage first.
I think they check.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to
He's
clean him up right here.
He's trying to knock him out right now. Ooh.
These guys are very similar in style.
Yeah, they're
Nice punch.
Oh!
No!
Nice counter.
Oh,
He's hurt.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight.
yeah, let's stop this right now, please.
Yeah, he doesn't like this.
No, he doesn't.
Did he just punch him through the leg?
Mhm.
That was fucking cool.
Yeah, this is over. She doesn't like that.
Is that Jason Herzog?
No.
No, it's
That guy looks.
He talks like this.
I thought.
Ready, fight.
He seems like he loves getting in bar fights. That guy.
Yeah, he seems like he's probably stabbed someone with a broken bottle before.
Who?
The breath. He's got neck tattoos up to his ears.
God damn, that's a bummer.
You lived in Alaska? That's cool.
Let's see if we get a glimpse of the wizard Danaher.
I didn't see him.
I'm pretty sure he trains with him.
Who?
David Brandt.
Oh.
I'm sure Danaher's at the ADCC trials today.
Oh, is that happening now?
Yeah. Oh, it's Ben Henson.
It looks like it.
That's Benson
That's
Henderson.
yeah.
That was a nice punch, and then he just got clipped.
And that's it.
He must have broke his jaw or something.
No, I just.
It hits him right in the bottom of the chin. Oh yeah, that. Oh.
He got hit by the by a semi.
He just
That-
wanted to be done.
That,
too.
yeah. He was. I don't know if he liked that fight anymore. I think this.
And then he's fucking 37.
You can't like getting your face smashed too much.
That was Munson Henderson.
Yeah.
Is it?
That dude is ripped out of his mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure there is some steroids involved in there.
No, Namirov vodka, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably.
What is this
mixes-
P3? It looks so clean. It's so. Is that like
Yeah,
Gatorade or
I'm
something?
gonna tell you, I actually think it is. I think it's Sargento's. I'm not kidding. The cheese company
P3?
sells snack packages with like.
Yeah.
it is.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. You're right.
Yeah.
It's so. That's so.
I know, right? It's like they're
Take it
gonna
off.
go to training and eat some P3s.
And,
need way
and
more
drink
fucking
body
food.
armor.
They would have to eat 12 of those P3s.
What is body armor to begin with?
It's like a fruity energy drink. It's like Gatorade plus.
It has like some
Orange
coconut
juice.
water in it.
It's nothing. Oh, this.
Is
We
there
got a fucking
vinegar
carpet.
on that?
Yeah, no, we got. some
Should we put
shit
that in
on
the
this today.
fridge?
It'll be fine.
Yeah, Steve, throw that in the fridge.
Probably shouldn't put
Thank you, gentlemen.
feet out.
It feels good, especially to do it here on one of the biggest stages, one of the biggest arenas in the world. Plenty of people come here and game.
Yeah, they're in Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
Fame, fortune, and I'm just so happy to be
Nice you, baby.
It does fit in the
One
door.
of the things that both Paul Felder and John Anik were saying is that you were so
Might leak over.
and relaxed coming in here
On
to
the
sing.
side. I'm done.
What? He's letting you know.
It might leak.
He's got a shitty ass jar on his hands, I guess.
Yeah. The fuck, Grandpa?
There we go.
You like these
olives, Yonko?
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, at least he's honest, alright?
You hit him with some really hard shots earlier in the fight. You hit him with some nasty leg kicks. And you just
I'm sure the olive juice would make a good dirty martini.
Absolutely. You know, I'm only getting better as time goes by. You know,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it dirty? It's danky?
Yeah, it's dirty.
I have such a good team. I have such a good support structure.
You like olives or no?
I love olives, yeah.
I know, right? I got a bad palate.
These
I ate 2
particular
of them.
these
I just can't
particular
eat
ones
olives.
are not my cup of tea. That's what I'm saying.
What do you like, black olive?
I like both green and black. These have this like something in the marinade that's not my cup of tea.
I don't know. They're like very mild olives.
They smell
Yeah.
very olivey.
They do, but there is a case that I think.
olives. You want to smoke one?
I don't have any weed on me.
I brought weed.
Yeah, he had like a fucking jar of that shit.
Oh yeah. I'm not about to
Offer
say that somebody
his
can
weed.
somebody smoke his weed.
That's why I brought it.
I forgot we were at a symposium. Everything is everyone's. Those do look like weed nugs now that I look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
This might be a pretty lackadaisical podcast for the viewers.
Okay, man. We'll get into
Oh,
interesting discussion.
Get this Ali Abdelaziz guy out. He's such a fucking rat, dude.
Have you seen like more of his story? Like I like did some internet digging.
No, I don't want to look him up. He's not. He's a manager.
Dude,
He doesn't need fame.
If half of what I was able to research in like an hour about that dude is true, that guy should not be allowed to do what he's doing. Like,
Which tells you that probably the stuff that you read on the internet for half an hour is that much true. Not.
I'm not even sure what you just said. Not. This dude is black. Not. Pause.
People can look into this.
Pause. Not.
As we see a picture of Khabib going like this, inshallah.
Inshallah, man.
Did you get the Borat reference? Yeah.
That was the Borat reference.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you meant to do that.
I did.
Not. I did not.
No, you gotta have a pause.
Was not. No.
No, you don't say the pause. You just pause.
Not.
This suit is black.
Was not.
Was not. March. They already have March out.
That movie made me laugh a lot.
Dude, have you seen the outtake where they go through the cheese line, the cheese aisle?
No.
That's the funniest shit of all time. He's in a super redneck grocery store,
That stuff was real too.
and they're just in an aisle of cheese. It's just all cheese.
Dude,
and
look
he's
at how
just
many
going,
cards there are on.
"What is this?" And the guy's so polite. He's like, "That's cheese, sir." And this? That's cheese
Yo,
too, sir.
look how many.
But
cards
this
there are.
cannot be cheese! That's also cheese, sir. And then he like stops for a second, and the guy's like, "Oh, thank God." And then he goes, "But I was wondering what this was." That's cheese. And this? That's cream cheese. So it's not cheese.
Young, are you about to watch this video?
Yeah.
Alright, pause that.
No, don't pause
Pause
that.
not.
Don't pause that.
Oh yeah, don't pause.
Pause it,
Just,
but mute it. Can I see it?
yeah, put it up here.
I am putting it up.
Alright.
This is him.
What is this? That's cheese. And this, what is this? Cheese also. And what is this one? That's cheese. This one over here, what is that? Cheese. And the this? That's cheese. And the this?
Who is she?
Michelle
Karate
Watson.
This?
Oh, who is she?
And what is this?
I like her.
Is this a rice?
Is this a rice?
And this is a rice? That's cheese. This? That's cheese. And what is this? That's cheese. And what is this? Cheese also. And this one here is a rice? That's cheese. This is cheese. And what is this? That's cheese. And what is this? What is this? That's cheese.
At one point he tries to stop him, I
And what
think.
is this? Cheese.
The supermarket has a lot of fucking cheese.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And what is this? That's cheese. And what is this? That's cheese. And what this?
Ridiculous.
And this again? Yes. Oh, this is cheese. What about this? This cannot be cheese.
This cannot be cheese.
And what about this? Cheese.
Chris Weidman just stepped in the cage for anyone who's diving now.
I don't know, he didn't step in yet.
Cheese.
Oh, never
What
mind.
is this
I
thing
lied.
here? That's cheese. What is
That was
this?
depiction of him stepping in long ago.
Is this a milk?
I lied.
That's cheese.
Is this milk?
And what of this? That's cheese. And what of this? That's cheese. What is this? And what is this? That's also cheese.
This is cheese.
This guy has way too much patience.
Way too much.
And this?
He's too agreeable.
Yeah.
What did it say? Crackers.
Crackers.
Just a brand. Brand name. And what is this?
So fun.
Cheese. And what is this? Cheese. This is a butter? Cheese. This is a rock?
A rock? This is a rock.
What of this? Also cheese. Parmesan cheese. It is not a pen? Cheese. And what is this? That's cheese. And
This is
what this?
ridiculous.
That's cheese.
So is this from the movie?
Yeah, and this is real. These are all candy. They like
I think they walk into them and said, "This guy is from Kazakhstan."
Yeah,
he's shooting a documentary.
He's royalty in Kazakhstan, and he wants to learn about American society. And then he just goes and does these things.
So this guy actually is...
He's being nice for Kazakhstan.
Sam, clear that bowl.
What?
Resin.
Yeah.
I would have not allowed this. Did he walk in there with like a security detail or something?
No, he walks in with a camera guy and a fucking another person.
It was the same thing with the Pam Anderson scene. They did the same thing.
Did you see this movie?
No!
Oh, you need to watch Borat, dude.
Borat doesn't like Jews!
This would come out.
Steven goes, what is going on?
Let's hear it.
What is this?
The most I ever really knew of-
Most Jewish people didn't like this movie when
He
it came
sings
out.
the national
I
anthem at a
like it.
rodeo in
Yeah.
Texas,
So
but he makes his own.
He sings kill, fuck you, America, basically.
Yeah, at a rodeo in
At a
Texas.
rodeo in Texas.
It's real, like,
And they're just like,
they're so
fuck
pissed.
you!
Dude. They're so pissed.
And what is this? This?
How is this still going?
That's true. I can only imagine what Jack Race
Yeah.
feels like.
Well, something like Ben Askren squeeze.
No, Ben Askren's like driving forward.
No, you haven't seen him smashing pumpkins?
You want to know who squeezes harder than him?
The alligator? You squeeze higher than the alligator?
No, Ben Askren, apparently. Because he can squeeze a pumpkin?
Dude, Ben Askren, I saw a fight where
Sam's got a pumpkin in his car. Let's go squeeze it.
I just thought about that. There's no way I could fucking squeeze that thing and pop it.
No
way.
Have
No
you
way.
seen
No way.
that video
Of him? No.
of Ben Askren?
No.
Yeah. Is he not showing?
It's a watermelon. What's he do? Rear naked choke it?
No, he really...
Oh, two of them? He's right on it.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's insane.
No, his squeeze is insane.
Dude, there's in one of his
It'll take me
fights,
15 years, but someday I'll do that.
in one of his fights, he gets double
Look at that.
kind of just right at the beginning.
Oh no, did you see him getting judo thrown twice when he pokes the guy and it gets disqualified? Have you seen that? That's weird. He gets fucked up for like 2 minutes and then pokes this guy out and
What happened?
that fight ends.
What
It's
happened?
like, oh, Ben Askren is losing that fight for real. He got mounted twice and he's like getting beat up.
I see that.
But he gets out and then he takes the guy, is like taking the guy down and throws a punch but
I'll
pokes him in
say
the eye.
this is what I thought when he got taken down. I thought his jujitsu escapes looked weak, actually. So he gets taken down,
Yeah.
and he looked uncomfortable shrimping, and then turtle. And basically this guy puts him in like this bulldog choke, and he just like goes around, he kind of like rides his hip and is getting just his fucking face ripped off. And then finally takes the guy's back, but he doesn't get the choke.
He was clearing it.
I'm just
It was clogged. It
eating
was still
the
clogged.
resin.
This is what happens when a regular guy tries to squeeze.
I didn't want to hit the.
Right, you're gonna say that I look like that fuckface? You think I'm as strong as that douche? I gotta go. See you guys.
See you, brother.
Can't believe that, Yonko.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when a regular guy tries to squeeze.
That's not a regular guy. He's mentally handicapped, dude.
You're saying Ben Askren.
He's like a retard.
Dude, you can't squeeze as strong as this guy.
Hey!
My
Hey,
ground.
R.I.P. to Tommy Boy.
Well, he fought like the day after Tom Petty died.
Shit. He's
And it
always
was
walked
huge.
after this.
Yeah, he's always walked after this song. I think it was like UFC 201 or something like that.
There's a little purple in this butt, I feel like.
There is.
You know what that comes from? Cold. Cold temperature.
Something new every day.
I'm sure it's also in the strain, but it can be from too cold of temperature during a specific part of the grow. I don't actually know.
I'll see over here.
Go ahead.
Oh, there it is.
I'll be honest.
You guys are trying to crush that watermelon, so my daughter convinced me to buy a pumpkin today, so I'm gonna try to crush pumpkin because it's
Take your shirt off, dude.
season.
It's Halloween.
Sharp bone dug in right there, getting super tight lock.
Oh god.
Way easier than the 2 pumpkins or 2
Here we go.
watermelons.
He's got one where he crushes 2 pumpkins.
round
I'm
pumpkin.
trying to.
How do you feel about Bruce Buffer's dinner jacket tonight?
Yonko told me it was called a tuxedo, sir.
It's a dinner jacket.
Dinner
It's
jacket.
not a it's not a tuxedo. When did Chris Weidman get a half sleeve?
He did?
His shoulder's done.
This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting
God, I love Jacare.
You do?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
are
I
you
like
kidding me?
Jacare a lot.
I wish I like him and Musashi so much that it hurts me that they both beat each other. I wish they
I
did
think
never
that's a good
fight.
outcome.
I wish they never fought.
No, those are good fights.
Jacare beat Musashi?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Musashi beat him too, though.
But
Oh yeah, the second
But-
time. I think.
but the way that Musashi beat him
Yeah, he.
was
Like,
survivalist.
careful.
It was
very
like
careful.
survivalist, yeah. I think Jacare has his number from now on. I think that's what happened. Because it was a good fight until Musashi upkicked him and knocked him dead.
I thought Israel, despite my criticism of his pre-fight antics, gave an interesting answer. Someone asked him like if he could pick one person to bring into the UFC and fight. He said Gegard.
Yeah. Well,
Did he
Gegard
really?
is the only one that can strike with Adesanya.
Oh, dude.
I have a lot of
Musashi's,
respect for him.
Musashi's like the boogeyman when you're standing up with him.
He's very smooth, and he's also very good and close in the Muay Thai range.
Yeah, I'm sure that you wouldn't teach his style to like a beginner because it's way too.
He stands in the fire.
Yeah. But then he like slides out so smooth.
That's this guy right here.
No, we're talking about someone that
No.
fought the other guy
But
Yeah, he just got it.
and this guy. Yeah.
Wyman looks big right now. Remember how
He looked
got?
out of shape
Yeah.
at the weigh-ins though.
Do you remember but how lean he got when he fought Rockhold for the first time? He's reacting to that. This is a very interesting case. That was a good cross by Chris. Chris just is an awkward athlete, I feel like, and like has always been kind of. I only
I
knocked
haven't
out.
seen him fight in a long time.
Like he's been
It's been
hurt.
2 years.
Yeah, he's been hurt. Yo,
That was beautiful.
fucking-
Look at this. His range is great right now.
Yo, you've never seen this, but so this guy Chris Wyman fought this guy
He's the
Yoel
dream killer.
Romero
Okay.
and got his face like kneed into oblivion.
Wasn't it like the top of his head?
Yeah, it was
Something.
like right.
He
it was
tried to
right
shoot a
here.
double leg
he tried
and
to
got
shoot out a
kneed.
takedown and got kneed by like this
A
god
monster.
person.
Yeah, he literally is.
Sounds so terrible.
What is that? What's
So-
Mojo got.
Joey Diaz call? He relates
I
him
know
to
you're, like Cuban
Volgun
wilderness
or something like that. He's the Cuban god of stone.
Every aspect of his game. Power, his kicks, his punches. And as you said earlier, his
like these kind
Is that chocolate?
Raisins.
of covered raisins.
That's how you break your toes.
Oh, okay. I have an interesting discussion topic. Convince me. I want the three of you to try as hard as you can to convince me that I should vote in the upcoming midterm election.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
You think I dropped out of high school, dude? You think I can convince you to vote?
No, but I want.
Then why did you ask?
Because
You want to know?
because you're one
You-
of my best friends that know me well
okay,
enough
so
where
then
you
we'll
could, like,
then
get
let's
in my
first
head and-
let's first decipher. I have the same question. Why should I vote?
Yeah, that's what I was
I also
thinking
got
today,
told
actually.
at work that I
Oh,
should vote.
Lyman,
and-
not rock him.
I mean, I understand.
Listen, I have two parents who aren't dummies. And, hypothetically, I'm no dummy.
Yeah, for all we know, you're
And
not.
they told me, both of them separately were like, "Are you gonna vote?"
Jacare is getting lit up.
And they kind of were just like, that's upsetting, but didn't really articulate why I should vote, I felt. Other than it's just my civic duty, where it's like, I fucking went to government class and understood probably
Isn't very civil.
it's like I actually feel disenfranchised, and I actually don't think the problems facing our culture are even being addressed by any hand. It's to the extent that like, okay, so I don't watch cable news, I don't read the newspaper, but none of my friends, none of the people I interact with regularly have come up to me and even engaged me in a discussion where I would know who to vote for.
No,
So, like,
yeah.
So
Whenever I
you're
ever
telling
come
me
across,
these people haven't done, like, they could have gotten an ad on YouTube. They could have, for Christ's sake, like.
All I can say is Gretchen Whitmer is in the same building as our office, and she stopped by one day for like 5 seconds.
What'd you say, Yonko?
who is she?
She's the Democratic
This is the most.
candidate for governor.
This is the
For
most.
governor?
Yeah, and she's very likely that she's gonna win.
This is the closest
Yeah.
I've
She's
been
the
to
next-
anybody
she's
who's
the
ever
next
even
governor.
interacted
She's
with a politician.
very possibly probably gonna be the next governor.
So why should I vote for this Gretchen Whitmer lady?
Why are you asking me, man?
No, I'm just asking rhetorically. It's like, I don't even.
I don't know.
Yeah, what party does she run for?
Oh, that Libertad is landing.
He's doing a great job.
As I said,
Oh! Oh!
You start.
the boulder.
What beautiful combo. A double body shot.
On the inside like that.
Oh, and he's whipping that. Oh, nice
That was a
jab.
good jab.
He's whipping his.
Chris
You like-
Chris
you like
has gotta
how-
watch his fingers. He's got.
You like how the UFC doesn't allow their fighters to get sponsors, but then gradually they're putting their own sponsors on the shirts
Yep.
anyway?
Yep.
Fucking cunts, dude.
Right. It's
Gradually.
the Reebok, then everyone gets the
it's just Monster, it's just Reebok.
Now we got the P3s.
Now it's a P3. How much do they pay you, UFC? How
Modelo.
much do they fucking pay you? Yeah, pretty soon it's gonna say Modelo on their ass.
See that slapping hook, and he comes around with that one. So
That's
there he
good.
was a big slapping hook to the right hand.
Is the slap because it's easier to throw, and so it's faster? Is that what the kind of setup
Oh,
is?
You want to hear something interesting? It's a loose answer to your question. I saw this fucking unbelievably cool video on YouTube about this guy who was like an ex-CIA officer.
I used to interrogate people and slap them.
No, so
Then hit them with a right hook.
he did Air Force pararescue for a while.
Para rescue? You would jump down.
yeah.
Right. Then
badass.
he did a bunch of counterterrorism operations for the CIA for a number of years. Left the CIA to start a family and is now running this like anti-human trafficking private security firm where he basically cyber stalks these human traffickers and then gives
Nice.
their shit to law enforcement. And then he also has like a kill. But it was like very interesting. This guy was using these. He had like very carefully figured out how to open hand strike.
Because he's never going to have gloves on.
He's not gonna have gloves on.
No one ever has 2 inches of fucking foam on their knuckle.
No, but so he was
Class
hitting the
room.
elbow. And
It's a sport.
Through
You guys
elbows.
gotta focus.
Yeah, but we're also, you got to focus on real fighting too, right?
No.
Why?
this isn't the
I'm never going to put those gloves on.
I know, but what I'm saying is like, I'm also not playing.
No, so my question originally was, why would Chris and Nate and Connor and all these people and Michael Johnson and all these random
Throw
people,
this slap up.
they throw slap, they slow, that lead, they're always
I'm
leading
gonna try and
with a
push the
slap.
guy into the.
It's moving them. And I think it's faster. I think it's hard.
moving the guy
It's more rigid on your body to
I can-
close your knuckles.
I can tell you a
So
little
you
bit
can
from
move
my
your hand
experience.
more like a whip with
Let's
a.
hear from that.
Yeah, it seems like
So-
a more natural movement.
We had back home. We had this like swimming pool complex, and we got security.
Story.
Security.
This is the first time he had an orgy in the shower.
We got
We were slapping
bunch of
each other
security
around.
guys. One of them
Oh.
was you know, a former boxer. And he was
Who
big
smells
boy.
blood, Weidman?
He was like 250 pounds, close to, you know.
Oh. Yeah, that body shot is real.
One. He was doing.
Listen to Jacare.
He was running. He was swimming. You know, he was doing some laps. You know.
Oh.
And some kids just jumped on him. It was off duty. Some kids just kept jumping on him. He asked him, "Hey, can you like, you know, let me do my thing, you know, move a little bit to the side." And he jumped, and boy, this guy got killed.
I like that experience.
I ran there. I tried to call him. Oh, Jacare is landing those liver shots. Oh, I heard that.
He is so
Both
aggressive.
these guys, this is a great fight. I'm gonna
These
have to
two
watch
are,
this again.
yeah, for sure.
And he
Well, we can
slapped
just
this.
rewind it again.
He
Yeah,
slapped.
that's pretty close.
He literally just slapped this kid. He didn't punch him, he slapped him. Kid dropped. Like, literally, like, bam! Kid drops. Kid gets up. You know, meanwhile, I'm trying to hold on to him. On the side of the pool, yeah.
So this the kid.
He's not
drops
in
on
the pool.
No.
Some
No,
guys-
like,
He just crumples.
yes, like
He
getting
probably
knocked out.
didn't get knocked out. He probably got so surprised by the attack that he
Gets
crumpled.
up. You know, meanwhile, I'm trying to hold on to this guy. Completely no chance. I'm like 14-year-old, you know, like grabbing to this pissed off gorilla, you know.
Not the killer gorilla.
No, not the killer
The
gorilla.
Bulgarian gorilla. The bull gorilla.
Kid gets up and he told me after that, you know,
nice.
don't hold me, you know, he's trying to hold me out. It pisses me off even more, you know. So kid gets up. Bam! Kid drops. Oh! Kid drops again, like literally. I've never seen anything like that. Like I mean I've seen
Slaps.
no somebody
So,
drops
to answer-
fucking dead like this. It's like
To
imagine
answer Sam's
But he's slapping
question,
him.
he's slapping. That's all.
Left hand?
No, it was right hand.
Okay.
Bam!
to answer Sam's question, why you slap hooks?
I have no idea, but they are super
And-
effective. I've never seen. I mean, I've been to plenty of fucking fights, but they knock you out, man. They knock you out.
They knock you out as hard as a punch does.
They're really good if you want to drop kids.
And
If
it
you want to beat
wasn't
up
like,
14-year-olds,
and it wasn't a,
It was a fucking
it was a slap.
you should reverse. Yonko, you put a
I
Kimura
actually
grip on
did that
me,
in
it
middle
hurt.
school.
Was it on that side? I thought it was this side.
It
No,
actually
it
might
was
have
a
been.
great
My
fight.
No, you know what it was?
Not
Was
watching
me
the
trying to
punches, you know.
bring this arm under, and I was like all contorted.
Okay.
And I have just been not feeling. When
I
I, when
went
I hit
Kimura
my
here.
knuckles wrong. Yeah, you're right. You had to come on here, but when I hit my knuckles wrong the other day, it jacked up my shoulder too.
Oh, that was not a slap.
So when you had the Kimura grip, I was trying to chill out and like bring my hand under, but the act of like
Oh, okay.
lifting my shoulder up and then I forgot about that. That's weird.
I used an underhand on this kid in middle school one time. We were walking to the bus after school.
An underhand, an open hand.
The open hand, yeah.
Oh, like a-
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yo, nose
I don't know.
I
What
didn't
do
know
you mean?
that. I didn't know that. I didn't know
I'm
that.
just-
term.
Or what you guys were talking about with the
An open
palm.
hand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Palm strike.
Yeah, this kid was bothering me on the way to the bus. I told him like 5 times, leave me alone. He kept bothering me. I was like, all right, dude, I'm gonna hit you. And he kept doing it. So I just like gave him a little check in the face, and he ran off. You know, we were like 8 years old. I don't know.
No,
That's
this
so
is-
funny.
this
There is actually, talking about slapping, there is a
Let's watch this
competition like in Russia where they stay in front of each other
Dude,
and
it's
slap
so
each other.
stupid. I hate that
Have you
shit.
seen that?
Dude, they do it with punches. People do it with punches. People will hold hands like this and just throw punches until one of them
Why
gets
would
knocked
you
out.
ever do that?
Because you're
I don't know.
You're already
Why would you
retarded.
ever do that?
You're like, oh, I can't get stupider. I might as well just ruin my brain.
Speaking of. This
Dude,
is a
how did
great
Weidman
fight. This is a
knock
great
out
fight.
Anderson Silva?
Because
This is a
Anderson
great
Silva was
fight.
leaning back 10 feet.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
His striking is not that good.
Let's go. Jacare!
Yeah,
with the
Jacare is
pressure.
over it.
Yeah.
With the pressure, Jacare.
Jacare's like, I'm sick of it. Let's just kill each other right now. How old is Jacare? Probably older than 37.
He's like 36, I want to say. 36, 37.
Yeah, he looks like the age of a guy that would just want to have a family. It doesn't seem like Jacare. Same with Chris.
He had a really hot wife in Metamodern, and he's leaving his house to like go to the fight or whatever. He goes, "Ciao, mami," and she goes, "Ciao, papi." I was like,
Today, Jacare has tested it. He has thrown that left dig to the body like 20 times.
that was nice.
Oh, that was a nice elbow.
Jacare is
He's
tired.
tired.
Yeah, he's over.
Jacare is tired. He didn't get the KO when he won. Weidman's pushing forward.
Yeah, Weidman has the energy. Oh, that's a good kick.
Why is he like jabbing with his?
His
Yeah.
backhand.
That's gonna be.
It seems like he's left-handed. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he wants to jab with his,
Oh, he's trying to set up a big left hook or something.
or yeah.
That was a nice shot by Jacare.
I mean, his head looks like it's getting snapped back. He's definitely getting hit, but he's relaxed enough, and he's had enough
That was
sparring and
close to
striking
nothing.
now. that-
Well, what I think it is that he learned how to wrestle from left foot forward.
Yep.
Right,
And
yeah.
now
No,
he,
right foot forward.
no, left foot
No,
forward, and he's
if
right.
he's left-handed, he will
Yeah,
wrestle
yeah,
this way.
yeah.
Jacare likes that front kick up the
Oh!
Yeah, and that's probably why he's so unorthodox. He's probably left-handed.
Not like a teeth, not like a Muay Thai. He has a karate.
Oh God,
Oh man.
that was a beautiful
crazy.
fucking exchange.
Jacare just out of nowhere.
What a monster! Jacare looks like a zombie right now.
Oh!
Nice shot. Nice body shot.
Oh
Oh!
my god. He's having a seizure, dude.
Chris Weidman's getting a takedown right now.
Why is the referee not stopping it?
He just had a seizure.
He didn't have a seizure. He got knocked out.
Yes.
Dude, that's what happened.
And the ref didn't
That's
stop
what
it.
happened.
He almost sees something. He went for a single leg.
No, but the ref didn't stop it.
I know, because he went for a single leg.
No,
And
he didn't.
He went for a
no.
single leg, and he
was
didn't throw any
crawling.
shots. He turned. No, he watched.
Ref is an idiot.
Watch
Watch
what he
him.
does.
The ref's not an idiot.
Okay.
Don't blame the ref.
He should have stopped.
Somebody just got.
As soon as he was
You
hit,
should've stopped
Somebody
it.
just went through 15 minutes of war. Got knocked out.
And the ref didn't stop it.
Went for a single leg. The ref let him try to get the single leg and then stopped the fight. Look at him. He's like, give me a hug, dude.
I don't.
He got caught with a big shot.
It's like I just want to give somebody a hug.
Stop. He literally
Jacare literally stopped.
That dude needs to go to the hospital too right now.
Oh yeah.
They just got fucked.
I don't know,
Both these
dude.
guys just got
I think
fucked
as soon
up.
as
That was a great fight.
That exchange that landed, the only reason that
that last
it's
Look at this.
placement. It's all
Look at this.
placement. They got hit just as hard.
Yep.
Pow.
Boom.
It's missed.
right on the temple, and it's like just
And this is it. You should
Yeah,
have
that
been
was
stopped.
like the poor.
Yeah, he did
Oh
something.
no!
That
Did
was
he
like
hit him
going
after
for
this?
anything.
No.
Did he hit
just,
him after this?
He just
Yeah.
went there and he's like, okay, he's out.
No, he goes for a double leg.
Oh. Yeah, right there. He shouldn't have hit
He's
him again.
completely out.
Oh no! You definitely have to hit him again. He's proving the ref.
Yeah, no, that was a very interesting decision on Regliano. That was also not like
He
a.
was,
his eyes are rolled back.
Oh yeah, you can't make this guy fight.
No.
look at his face.
And Jacare was like, okay, dude, he's out. He's clearly out.
Jacare
Why-
seems like the kind of guy who. Oh wow.
Yeah. That's
Oh
what
yeah, that
Jacare
was
is.
awkward.
He
That's
was
really
saying
awkward.
he didn't
That
want
was-
to hit
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
He was saying he didn't want to
That's
hit him.
really
anymore.
awkward.
That will like bother you, Jacare.
I respect his.
He's gonna go home
Yeah.
and he's gonna go, I'm a me, the referee, why?
Yeah, that guy's too happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Jacare. That's not you. You know, let
Jacare
Jacare
is
do
the
that.
Yeah,
guy.
we'll decide. He'll decide when the claps come out.
Jacare fucking looks like the kind of guy who got really bothered for whatever reason.
Well, I think he's.
That was
I think
unnecessary. He knew
I think
he
time
was-
moves so slowly when he's doing something like that that he knew he could stand up and be like, dude,
He's
look,
out.
this guy
He's like-
just got knocked
yeah.
out. Like we're talking right now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this guy who's knocked down on the ground, but you're gonna make me punch him in the head instead. Okay, let me do this a couple times. Okay, and then he like again
Yeah.
stood up and was like, hey, I told you
Yeah.
30 seconds ago.
No, like, yeah, like,
No, I know. Dan Murglatter was like, okay,
that was a weird situation.
you gotta let this guy fight.
He's not happy about it.
No, he's not.
You gotta let this guy fight.
There was no reason. The guy was completely out.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations on
Just like when I.
victory in a truly spectacular fight. It looked like your nose was possibly broken early in the fight. You were having a hard time breathing out of it. How big of a factor was that?
That makes him laugh.
My nose has been broken a million times.
Thanks God. First of all, thanks God.
Of course.
My nose is not broken. I was born on the wrong side of the trail.
Thank you, Watch.
There is nothing to be broken here anymore.
He's a hero.
Thank you.
He's a legend.
He's a hero.
I love him. I follow him on his social media.
I follow on Instagram.
I know his hometown. I'm so bad on him, but I guys love this guy because he's the best in the world. Jacare, you showed that respect for Chris Weidman when you dropped him. You did not want to hit him again. You wanted the referee to participate.
Jacare just knocked out Chris Weidman. I don't know if anybody saw that on our stream. So.
It's MMA. It's MMA. JG worked my hands. I work my hands on Fusion Excel Academy. The guys push me up every day. And I get to do my
I
best.
just hope we got Yonko's Bulgarian silver story.
Incredible victory.
Oh yeah. I think we got
That was
that.
definitely in there.
Thank you so much.
That's when it comes out.
Yonko. Yeah, catch that.
What? It's your pet that was in your mouth.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's
Well,
not
I'm not
trying too hard on it.
Yeah.
It's not an end zone touchdown in the fucking Super Bowl.
I was going for it, then I saw what it was.
He's
I was
like,
no.
Hell yeah, dude, got your pin.
Dude, I caught that. You spin it again.
oh, Jesus, this is scary. Watch his knee when this knockout.
Yeah, he's out. This is a
watch him.
walkout
Watch
knockout.
how he bends over that
Yeah.
knee though. That was not.
That only happens when you completely out.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Your ligaments don't
I
give
don't
out
know why
like
you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
That'd
That'd be like the
And I understand. The Magata is like, Wyman in New York. We should let him,
Dude, that was crazy. Yeah.
But
That'd be the worst way to tear your knee.
Oh yeah, and that probably happens more often than people think.
Finish with over the top. I like that. I love that little double right.
We're gonna watch this exchange again, I guess.
That's one of my favorite things.
2 minutes left, man.
Yeah, this is like another minute before the ceremony.
What do we wait? What else you guys got to do?
Flying knee.
I wanted to talk about something.
You can talk, man.
Yeah, but I missed my thought.
Don't blame me on that bullshit.
Let's give Yonko more of a silence.
Yeah, sorry.
for his thought.
No,
No, everyone.
no.
Everyone, let's
please.
sit.
Let's think and thought.
Well, Steven asked, or you said, give me a reason to vote.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Do you have
Did
a
we
reason to
finish?
vote?
Did you find a reason?
I don't either. I feel like I'm in the same position as you, where
Well, here was another. Maybe what we should do is maybe I should try to convince you guys why you should vote and see if I can convince myself in the process.
Well, okay.
Oh.
One reason there is to vote is so that you have your voice heard. But
not voting is also.
you're
voicing your voice.
given about 4 options of narcissistic assholes who have no interest in anything that you ever encounter in your life to
No.
vote for. You got to get the
Good.
salsa out of your beard before you discuss politics with me.
oh, dude, don't shake that at me.
I'm not sitting next to Steve.
So this is what I said to my mom today. I said, just to reflect some of my thoughts on the importance of our candidates, let's say. I said, so I told you I went home the other week for the first time in a while.
We watched the fights and you went home.
Yeah, exactly.
So did you go
No,
after that?
this was the time after
Prior.
that.
Okay.
So I go home the time after that. I get home, there's a video camera above our doorbell.
Yeah, I remember that.
But we had a 20-inch bigger TV. So I said to my mom today, she
What?
goes,
I'm lost.
Yeah, what is the butt? What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's not how you told me that story.
no, I was saying
There
like
is a camera and a 20-inch
No, I was saying like
TV.
sarcastically, like
You got
like there's a camera, but we also have
yeah,
this.
balancing, you know.
They basically, the people, it sounded like, who put this new TV in, sold them these doorbell cameras.
Okay.
And they're all over our house, and they're connected to the internet. Which
to
Yes.
Ring?
my
Is it the
problem.
Ring app? Is that what it's called?
It's either Ring or a Nest.
Yeah, something like that. So I get home, I see that, and scares the living fuck out of me.
Why?
Too many
'Cause
cameras aren't a good
God
thing.
only knows who could hypothetically get their hand on that internet connection and I don't know. Fortunately, for all I know, my parents and myself and my siblings are straight people with nothing to hide.
Yeah.
And according to our current rule of law. But all I'm saying is that could change.
What?
And if that my family and I have nothing against the state.
Yeah.
The state has nothing against us.
Yeah.
And if that ever did change, how fucking easy would it be for them to have constant video footage of our house?
Of the front yard. It's weird to think.
What? I'm lost. I'm sorry.
gotta
Maybe
say
I'm a little
thinking
dumb.
he's thinking
Whoever,
total-
whoever is a good enough hacker
They could hack into the
Yeah.
network and pick up
could
the cameras and watch.
who
But
is coming and going from
who has
our-
time for that?
Sure.
No, who has time for that? No, it's
sure.
a hypothetical.
Sure, and it's
Yeah,
going
I'm
into a
just-
database, and
But-
if even if we want to, so what happens?
What does the law have to do with anything? That's my question here.
I'm saying we currently live in a free society for all intents and purposes, like more or less. I'm saying we're building this technological infrastructure
Mm-hmm.
where people would have nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. If it ever changed that the state didn't have their privacy and freedom at heart for the average citizen.
I'm missing you on that. That's the part, what happens, what's the you saying if something changed, there's gonna be bad. What's the bad part? That's what I'm asking you. What
I think it would
what
make
hypothetically happens
if
changes and it's bad.
Everyone has their locations available. Everyone will hypothetically have footage of when they're coming and going from their house. It would be awfully easy to arrest people.
It'd
It'd
be
be
awfully easy to
awfully easy
ransack
to-
people's place of living.
Well, here's the
to
thing:
know-
if the law changes in some shape and form, and you feel that it's in any
Okay, listen.
way, harmful to you, just take the camera off then.
That's what
Sure,
I was
you could.
thinking.
It's
Until
usually
it
when
becomes, until
Lo-
it becomes mandatory that you have a camera on your front porch.
That's not gonna happen.
Well,
Or what if you
I'm just saying.
Or
What
what
if-
if you don't figure it out soon enough and don't realize
So
that-
what if this happens? What if it becomes? This is extremely hypothetical, and
obviously.
Or what if it becomes
whatever.
suspicious?
So what if now?
all the
What if
people are-
all of a sudden again there's a race of
Bigger
people like it happened with the Jews that you just can't have. You can't have them at your house. You can't house them, so to speak. You can't have these people.
You
And
can't
then-
have those
and then all of a
Bulgarians
sudden-
at my house.
And then all of a
anymore.
sudden, yeah, no more Bulgarians in America. So all of a sudden, Yonko comes to my house. There's footage from my doorbell that Steve. So say I'm living with Steven and his parents had this house and they bought the camera and I don't have any say and my friend that's a Bulgarian comes and all of a sudden the government comes and fucking fucks me. What happens?
Well,
This is the place we're living. You can no longer just hide people in your fucking basement or your attic.
just
Anyhow.
disguise them as somebody else.
Just
and-
also tell them
Right.
to
Well,
not say
what
they're
I'm
Jewish.
saying
I don't
is
know.
that
I never
exactly.
understood that
To
part.
me,
Right.
one of the things that I don't think there's anyone who I have heard, as I've already expressed.
Damn, it's
I've
already
been heard-
midnight?
Yeah.
Thank God.
You know, like I haven't been hearing from these political candidates, and if I do, it's these either I see signs or
Have you gone to any political
basically a bullshit.
events?
No, there's this TV ad that's just a fucking knock on whoever.
Yeah, what a weird
It's like
thing that is.
one of the things I'm really
DC time, baby.
most concerned about is how we're going to adapt to this technological transformation, and that's not even a political issue. It's not even a political
it's a
issue.
societal issue. Or like,
Right, but there's no.
how we interact with our
But at the
world.
same time, here's the
None of the people that would be my representatives are even speaking about the issue
Yeah, right.
that's
So who do you
hypothetically.
vote for?
It's like it's for sure one of the things I'm most concerned about.
I think it's a bio-psycho-social issue. It's bio because it changes the way we
Yeah,
interact.
that
What is the
our
old
leaders
outlet?
need to be a fucking on top of.
Yeah,
And
they
like
should be doing research on it. How
love that everybody
how
is
technology is
They're-
gonna
Yeah,
change the way we interact with
yeah,
people.
they've got the good
Listen,
technique.
they're
though,
going
that's why.
to regulate our
That guy's your size,
society
Yonko.
based on these information.
That's walking behind him.
You got to right.
Yeah, that's
He's
the
probably as
contrast
tall as
between.
me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe about 10 pounds bigger than me, but
Yeah, he's got a big old boy.
It's a
on him.
slippery slope.
yeah, he's
That
got
big boy.
It's a
He's got some
slippery
meat.
slope, man.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Yo, he's
Probably
gonna
taking
be
a lot of
30 pounds
steroids.
bigger.
I know,
than-
but-
he's 30 pounds heavier.
Not
than
those
DC
arms.
right
Those
now.
arms are. You got him beat on the arms. son.
no,
You
dude,
hear
look
what
at
I
his
said?
arms.
Sam, he's
His
30
forearms
pounds heavier than DC right now. That's a big difference.
You think?
DC probably weighs 260.
No, 251.
No, he weighs DC is walking in there at 251. He's gonna weigh 280 at least.
Yeah. You think DC was? He probably worked out a little bit before the fight and is nervous enough to lose. I'm sure he weighs a little more than 251. Maybe
He
not.
weighed in.
I know he did, but
He didn't cut it all.
He didn't cut any weight.
he still worked out. You know. I don't know.
Yeah, but he.
I want
DC is
him
gonna
to
be
win just
about
so we can hear what he
251.
says.
I don't think 30 pounds is that much. At 250, yeah.
At 250, the percentage is smaller, sure, but
No, I don't think it's that much at all.
He was way bigger than
it's
DC.
still like 12%.
I'm not saying I think
15%
he's
of his
gonna
body.
win. I'm not saying I think he's gonna win. He's a weight class bigger, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. As far as the numbers are concerned.
He's a true heavyweight. Yeah,
He's way more than a heavyweight.
Well, he's a true
no, he's a
heavyweight.
true heavyweight, and like clutch.
And Daniel's a true light heavy.
Actually, I think Daniel Cormac can make middleweight.
If he really didn't want to
Yeah.
eat for a week and wanted to take away 10 years of his life.
No, I think
I'm saying, like, if he didn't do what he did, like, he
Yeah.
would have had to do this 10 years. You can't just cut to 185 today.
no.
He's 251 pounds.
No, not middleweight. I mean,
Just, like get
yeah.
work everything out and
Yeah.
regimen and everything like that, yeah.
If he gets like,
And he could have done that when he was in the Olympics. Like, he could have decided
if he was like
to stay that weight. He could have always
on
stayed his
a
Olympic
TJ
weight.
Dillashaw like routine, you know, I think he can make easily 185.
But I also think he's just got he's a barrel-chested motherfucker. He's huge.
Dude, this is a big.
I'm not saying he should or anything. I'm just saying, you know, he can actually his
They
body.
take a hit.
I don't remember what I said exactly. There's just no way that you can have 4 choices and one of them's going to be exactly your thoughts and your projection of your voice. It's not your voice, it's your
No.
selection of this game that we're
But
playing.
That's why we should vote for ideas.
You get
not
A, B,
people.
and C. You get A, B,
But-
C, and D to choose from, and then
What I can't understand is how none of these.
Let's go,
people-
baby.
I love.
Sorry,
this. No, I love this.
Can I
guy.
say
love
the way to
this.
fix that is to vote for issues and not people.
All right. Let's do this.
There's
After
issues
the
and
fight,
you
let's
vote
talk.
on
Here's the other thing, and this is gonna sound so undemocratic, and you know, everybody's gonna.
Well, you're Bulgarian.
And everybody's gonna attach it to me
you
being
guys have
foreign.
like, you guys have like a dictatorship in Bulgaria, don't you?
But no, I totally disagree with you that people should vote on ideas, because I'm probably gonna sound like elitist, and I need to get off my horse. But I
You got
think
better ideas
my-
than anyone else?
majority of the people are dumb fuck that shouldn't be given the opportunity to decide on what to be.
Are
what to
that could be
happen.
true.
on
Yeah.
issues. Let's say.
Yeah.
But that's me, you know.
I can agree
Wait.
with that.
I mean,
Maybe we're all narcissistic and white privilege.
Well,
You never know.
I learned, I would say, from being on a
So,
university campus, from being on... I've heard my dad, I'm going to call my dad out on something that he's done that's really bothered me.
Have we ever talked about what your dad is and who he is?
I would say a little. So, my dad's a cardiologist. He graduated from University of Michigan undergrad and med school. So he's had an education for what it's worth.
And he's
in
a great-
medicine,
and he's a great
which
doctor.
is great, but you shouldn't be making economical decisions. It's all I'm saying, you know.
No, so listen
That's
to what,
what
listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but my point is, he's someone who's educated and could at least, based on his education, have the capacity to look into the issues and develop an informed opinion on them, hypothetically.
Okay.
Multiple times he's kind of conveyed to me in this most recent iteration in the political process how it's just a bunch of morons in the middle of the country voting for Trump. Something along those lines.
I kind of agree with him, but hey.
I look at him and go, you think they're like,
And they
who
look
are
at- they
who
look
are
at-
they stupider than? Like, I think that's just a brutal oversimplification.
And again, you
of
can
what's
call us
going on.
elitist, you know, and that's why we have an election
Right, but I'm saying
process.
the elitist. I'm saying the elitists, like the University of Michigan educated doctors. In my experience, and this has also been reflected on campus, listening to the
Yeah.
dialogue of
Yeah.
these elite children, let's say.
Mhm.
It's like they're not willing to look into the issues. They have this simplified idea of who
Sure.
everyone else is, and make
Just the same way we look at the gorilla and Bronson, and we picked the gorilla. You picked the gorilla, I picked Bronson. No basis at all. We just,
Right.
you know,
We just
we
do
are on many issues that we're not experts in. We do act irrational, and you know, just like you know, the way we feel about it. You know,
I think
we just pick a side. It's
they'll
a
never.
nature of a human nature
Listen.
that we just pick a side. You know, yeah.
So I would say I actually don't.
No disrespect. I'm excited about.
Yeah, I think we should stop. Let's stop talking about this. Let's stop talking about this for this fight, but we should continue the discussion after because it's good.
Oh, I'm cool
All right,
with that. Yeah.
I'll try to remember.
Man, he's fat as hell.
Dude, he's really fat.
Yeah,
It's
he is.
hilarious.
Not that he's not fat as hell either.
No, I know. DC's chubby.
Why are you
DC
talking
looks-
about their weight, dude? Get over
Bro,
it.
DC looks.
They're all
look
big.
At, dude, you're
DC looks like he's got a meal.
You know who Alpaca Thesaurus is? Have we told you about him?
Who?
This guy on YouTube, he makes his like videos analyzing fighters basically. He does great editing. So in the videos about DC and Stipe, he replays this clip from this moment in the fight where DC is pacing back and forth. It goes
Pulling
like
up
this.
his pants.
Yeah.
He always does that. Yeah, he loves getting his pants up above his belly button.
Yeah.
I used to think that's where you should wear your pants too. I used to pull my pants all the way up to my belly button.
You still
Derek
do?
Lewis
No.
looks awesome.
But I would not be wearing this. This would be super uncomfortable.
Just another day in a cage.
I wore my pants just before you could see my dick.
And that's funny because
That's what
Derek
I'm
Lewis
saying.
took
That's
his
for the ladies.
short
Yes.
top
That's gonna be,
last time.
That's for the ladies.
So they both have
That's gonna be up here. He says my dick starts at my
No,
belly
no, no.
button.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is this means your waist is gonna be here, and this is where your waist
Yeah,
is.
your waist is where your hip bones are.
I just
Yeah,
want to hear what
that's
he
Yeah, I
that's where
understand.
the pants waist is too, you know. So if you're wearing it below that, it's
But the problem with me also is that my legs are longer than my waist is wide. So it's easier to find pants with
gotcha.
shorter
Yeah.
same
legs.
thing to say.
The people that open beers.
Use the lighter. Like a gentleman. Not a blade.
He just pulled his pants up again.
Dude, this is such a big risk he's taking. This
Nah,
is,
this is easy.
No. You saw how he reacts to that thought. Is
He's got one. He's got one to spare. He's got one.
Why doesn't he just get a pair of shorts that'll stay up to his?
Yeah, why doesn't he get these pants
This is
that
a
fit?
big risk.
Get some pants that fit.
This is
DC,
a
you're the
big
champion.
risk.
The champ!
This is such a big risk. This is crazy. He's a fucking boss.
He is definitely a boss of some organization. DC.
Dude, I think he's gonna fuck Derek Lewis.
I think this is gonna be a.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's
I
going
think he's
on.
gonna fuck him up. He seems so. The way he's approached it mentally, I feel like he's given him his due. Here, try to tilt that back a little.
Alright, guys, sit down, get ready, baby.
Nice. Derek Lewis.
He looks like he's ready to go eat some ass.
He looks like he's a.
He probably is going to eat some ass tonight.
He already told us that. didn't he?
Yeah,
family
he probably
man.
is.
He's a family man.
Derek Lewis is employing that don't move. You either do or you don't. And he says no.
He's ready to
I
throw
love
bombs.
that he likes kicking. I love that he likes kicking.
And he probably hurts like a motherfucker when he
He's like-
kicks.
I've been working on my kicks.
I don't know. He's got that kind of like fat boy leg thing where his knees go inward.
Those are two heavy kicks.
Yeah, but DC knows what's up.
That was not a heavy leg kick.
No, it hurt his foot for sure.
Oh!
Oh, he's fine with that.
He
I
can't
know.
drop his hands like that though if he decides to do that again.
Oh! He goes for the double!
Oh, Derek Lewis does not
High
know how
crunch.
to wrestle. Derek Lewis does
I think
not
he
know how to
is.
wrestle. Oh, he does.
He-
No,
Oh!
no, he doesn't. No.
Oh boy!
This is so weird.
He's gonna pass that guard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna stay half guard.
he's gonna
Yeah,
get
this is
his
fine.
fuck-
Yeah, that's what he loves.
DC should just fucking submit him.
Oh, he'll rear naked
As
choke
quick
him
as
if he
possible.
does anything. He'll choke his ass out.
Oh,
Ooh,
that is sound.
yeah, that was sound. It sounded like a click of a camera.
Hopefully not the click of his hand breaking. I just had to throw that one out there. It's been a month.
Yeah,
It's been like a little while. It's been like.
What are you talking about?
he's
DC's
hand.
hand being smashed. Yeah.
Conserving energy, Joe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Joe.
Sometimes Joe's like, no, I don't see him as conserving. I see him getting fucked up. And then sometimes he's like, no, him laying on the back's just him conserving energy.
Joe Ryan
It's
says
like, who do you like, Joe?
Joe
Why
Ryan
don't
says
you just-
some nonsense.
Why don't you just be biased as much as possible?
This is some awful cross facing if you're Derek.
Oh, that
Lewis.
hurts.
Oh.
That hurts.
No one in the prison system.
He's not going out. He's not gonna go out from that.
No, you don't learn how to deal with a cross-face and half guard like this in prison.
You might deal with some other things, but not the cross.
Yeah, you definitely watch your back so people don't shank you.
Oh!
But not the cross face. God, don't do that, Derek. Don't fuck with his hand like that.
Should take this arm.
Yeah, that arm's right there.
No, you don't want to take it too soon.
Oh!
Just take his back, DC.
He's not. He's gonna ride
There it
him.
is.
He's gonna ride him.
No, that's a big old boy to ride out.
You got
Oh,
up.
he'll take him down again.
Yeah.
You got up, dog.
I know, respect.
This is just gonna lean on top of him, pull, let him carry his weight.
You let go of that body.
Yeah, you don't want to give up the. Oh God.
He can take him at will. That's why he got.
Yeah, only. I mean, that wasn't even a special takedown.
No,
That was a
because
weak
literally
single
he was
leg.
just waiting for him to turn into it.
Okay, here's the thing though. DC is not knocking him out.
No,
With
but
these elbows
this-
No.
for 25 minutes.
How many?
No, he's gonna wear him out. That's for sure. But
He's got a clip him.
mean,
but there is
knocking
in the
someone
beginning
out
of each
doesn't mean that
round
it
they're gonna
happens
be
in
standing
flat.
up.
Yeah, but
Look
I
at him.
don't
He's
know-
just covering his face.
I don't know if this goes down to this round. Though.
This
Yeah, it will.
camera
He's not
footage is
getting-
so
he's not-
high definition.
Yeah,
He's
he
not going
could
out.
I'm saying he might just want to submit him and be done with this because this is. I don't know if DC wants to fucking stand.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
what I'm
look at
saying.
his jock strap.
No,
I haven't seen a jock strap like
yeah,
that since
DC right now, you
1994.
finish him with this fucking American. Like you finish this guy, get him out of there.
No, he's
Yeah,
too
you gotta
strong,
kill
man.
him. You gotta kill this
He's
boy.
gotta kill him though. Yeah.
Yeah, so fucking straight
Wear
over,
him off.
break
So
his
put your
fucking
chin in
arm.
his forehead, or your forehead in his chin like this, and smash his face off.
And this-
Oh yeah!
Get his back! Take his back! No,
DC's
It's not
getting-
like DC's landing one
DC's
shots
getting
right now.
technical here. Look at the back take right now.
Oh, he doesn't want a back take. He'll let him get up and take him down again.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez.
He's just riding him right now.
Yeah. Look
Yep.
at that. Look at that, bitch. Bitch. Oh, he's
Oh,
treating
Neo
him like a
belly.
bitch.
Oh!
This is a DC highlight reel
Yeah.
if it doesn't go any
This is
farther.
a fucking clinic. This is
But here's the thing.
He's got to watch out though.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
gotta watch out, but this is a clinic.
That exchange right there where he went knee on belly with the he's pulling the glove.
But wait a minute, isn't this the new rules? In the new rules,
2 points here.
2 points,
you
yeah.
have to pick that hand up, right?
Knee.
Yeah, he
No,
doesn't.
this hook is good.
Yeah, he's
10 seconds. He'll
He
just
could
hold
sit
him.
to his hip right here, but you don't want to fucking sit to your hip against the black piece. I guess.
This is why it's confusing.
I don't mean to call Derek Lewis a
Derek
I'm not
Lewis
saying
is not
Derek
surprised.
Lewis is a bitch,
And impressed.
but the
He's
way
like,
DC's
okay,
grappling with
I
it
knew this
is
was
like,
gonna happen.
Fighting rules, bro.
He kicked like a bitch.
No, I'm not saying anyone. I'm not saying
Yeah.
either of these guys are. It's a bad word to use, but the way DC is grappling with him,
You're not gonna submit it.
it's getting past 2 or 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah. Eating away little by little.
Yeah, but how much can you eat away while you're getting your back?
I'm.
No, I'm talking about the other way. I think
agree with
DC
you.
is eating a little bit.
I think DC needs to finish him sooner, as soon as he can.
Well,
He's got to get those hands loose.
he's being very cautious too.
He's got to lower his stance and create some distance.
Yeah, Derek Lewis stands so tall.
Stand up very tall. Almost has no bend in his knees, which for a wrestler, the caliber of fighter DC, he's just able to snatch that leg. Because there's no bend, there's no ability for him to even use his hips to defend a takedown.
That hurt DC's.
Yeah,
Shit.
look at hit his hip. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Just fucking switch click, jump, glide.
That guy's very scary.
That is very
That's a
scary.
good. That's a good
That's a
jab
good kick for him, yeah.
Yeah.
DC's trying
Oh!
Yo,
You got to time this
DC,
time this shit out,
come
son.
on,
You gotta
brother.
time this out.
This is
You
so
gotta time
fucked.
the takedown out.
Oh!
Derek Lewis is so big. Holy
Hey, he hit
fucking
so hard.
Shit.
He faked the takedown.
Yeah, that
and
was a
picked
deep
him.
feint. A deep feint. Oh yeah, it's over. Now the round is over
Yep.
for Derek Lewis.
Yep.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This motherfucker, dude.
Oh, finish him,
guillotine.
DC.
No,
Finish
he's not.
him.
He's not. He's just gonna wear
He's
him.
so strong.
He's just gonna wear him off.
He's gonna snap him down from here.
No, he's just
Knee,
gonna weigh
knee,
on top
knee,
of
knee,
him.
knee, 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 knee,
He's
knee.
just gonna weigh on top of him. That's what he did. He did this with.
Yeah, he's a professional body manipulator.
Yeah. Oh. Nice. That's fine. He's just-
Beautiful.
Choke him, DC.
He's not gonna choke him. He's just gonna wear him
You
out.
should choke him. That was
He is so
fucking
good at wrestling.
Yeah.
Triangle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not for Derek Lewis though. Sorry.
Armbar. You know,
Can you
that's what
imagine
he
if
said.
he just like
Here he goes.
Oh man, he got the.
This is yeah, this sucks.
oh that's a leg draggy. But Derek Lewis is so strong, you can do this.
Yo, he's not against the fence right now.
He's gonna get choked. He's out. It's over.
He's so good. He got fucking clipped with some shots. Dude, that was- Oh, he got clipped with some shots.
He's a high school wrestling coach.
Dude, he's great at
Yeah.
it too. There's some great videos online of his like kicks. He has like a program at AKA. Where it's
I've seen that. Yeah.
No,
Where they
he's-
come and fuck with
but
Khabib.
I think he also has a high school.
Yeah. In Louisiana. Because he was hoping LSU was gonna beat Alabama. I don't think that happened though.
realize how good a wrestler he really is. See, a lot of people are moving.
Yeah, against Derek Lewis, who has never wrestled for real a day in his life.
Like they were hoping to see a knockout. They were hoping to see.
That's what's so great about it, right? That's why it becomes intriguing. But you almost forget that DC is DC. And even me, I'm like, oh man, can Lewis land that right hand? And then as the
He
fight
landed
started,
a
I'm
few
like,
right
oh, there's
hands.
DC.
No, he didn't.
Kind of originally-
No, they didn't land.
Kicks.
Yeah, but that's
Damn,
fucking.
land.
That's 30 years of wrestling.
He was
No, I don't
moving
think
back
those were
and,
landed very hard.
fucking
I mean, they didn't
went
land-
with
He
the
didn't
shots.
land on his face.
The first two of those landed. I think.
It's amazing like DC.
Wow,
bodies
Obama
held
destroyed
up so
LSU.
well.
29-0.
It's amazing DC's body is so strong. His body's never given up on him.
No, definitely fucking punched.
Short choke.
Yeah, you're not getting your fucking arms out. Seriously.
He goes, why didn't you just let go and we could bang it out some more?
Derek Lewis is like that. He's just like,
You call this fighting?
It's the desired result here tonight. He was even smiling during the fight. I just think he felt like this was a great matchup for him, and certainly
Double champ.
Champ, baby.
having both his belts.
the official decision brought to you by Metro
Yeah,
and T-Mobile.
those are true belts.
High-speed data all night long on the same network as
Those are
T-Mobile.
two
One
true belts.
final time tonight.
Damn.
The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Okay, here's my prediction. Brock Lesnar fails to drug test, and
He's got to fight John Jones one more time. Tell me
and
that's
John Jones is gonna fight him at heavyweight.
at heavyweight. You know?
Yeah,
I would like to
Dana
see
White-
that at heavyweight.
Dana White kind of dropped the bomb on it.
Is DC about to retire?
Yeah, March.
Yeah, he has one more fight hypothetically,
Or two.
maybe two. You got this one in quick.
Congratulations, champ. Ooh, I get to look at this twice. Ah, 2 belts on each shoulder, baby. Thank you for blessing me, Dana White. I thought I was just getting one. But boy, look at that. Woo, woo. DC, tonight you became the first man to ever defend both the light heavyweight and the heavyweight title.
Damn.
Hey, it's history, baby. Like my man John Anik says. History in the making, Daniel Cormier, one of the greatest of all time. DC,
A bit narcissistic.
this fight,
He's the
Oh,
fucking
dude.
greatest of all
Yeah.
time.
When you work so hard.
He's smart enough to know it.
Last shot, he punched me in the eye on the way in. I was blinking for about 30 seconds, like, what in the
Interesting.
world was that? I almost checked this kid. Everything he did had unbelievable power.
What the heck was that?
I truly do appreciate him. I love his Instagram. I love his story, and it was an honor for me to share the octagon with him. Do you
I'm
think
just glad he's not
that
good at
a
wrestling.
fight like this, which was a
That was
fight
a plan.
That was a beautiful showing. That was like Demetrius Johnson versus
Nobody.
a nobody. That was like,
Like Ray Borg.
it was like that, yeah.
For both fight fans and for
Ray
fighters
Borg's
alike.
not
I
nobody.
think a lot of
Ray
people
Borg's
have
been
to
fighting forever.
understand
And
that
he's
I've been
decent.
doing this for 9 years, and I fought at the championship level for 8 of them. So there's no surprises with me. I come in here and try to do my thing. If you have a puncher's chance, like I said, it's not enough.
16 fights in
You have to be one of the best in the world to even compete. And Derek is good, but just not that level yet. Which brings me to the next challenge, which is most likely going to be Brock Lesnar.
John Jones.
I'm putting my money on John Jones
What
at
are your
heavyweight.
thoughts on that? Brock Lesnar, when you come, bring that brand new WWE title too. I feel like being a WWE champion too. Let's go! Let's go, Brock! Bring that belt with you if you come to my house. Congratulations, champ. You want man, buddy? I want to kiss you.
Well, he's got the acting skills.
Yeah.
He's got the acting skills, dude. He's putting on a show.
I want to kiss you.
I might be a little sweaty, but I want to kiss you.
His wife's jealous right now.
Oh, yeah.
One for each kid now. That's pretty badass.
If this kid doesn't go to the Olympics, he's probably worthless. Oh, no way.
That's fucked up. Daniel Cormier just had his 2 kids with his 2 belts, and he asked them,
Who's the double champ? My dad.
Look at his wife's ready to go. She's like, come on, all right, let's get out of here. Let's go home.
says I'm hilarious, so he knew I had
No
to
wonder
step up
he
my first
wanted to kiss Joe Rogan.
He did. You even got I got a kiss right there, baby. I'm never gonna watch it.
Joe's talking about it.
I got a kiss. I never gonna wash my face. He says.
Your crackles there.
No, Joe Rogan. That's probably the hottest thing that's ever happened to Joe Rogan.
Oh,
The greatest fighter in the
don't
world.
say.
The greatest fighter in the world kissed him on the cheek. Joe Rogan's hot right now.
Holy shit. Alright. That was fun.
That was fun.
Alright. So, where is our political discussion? I'm partly what I was going to say was like, I do think that we want, like, I agree that it can't just be someone running on their ideas, and it's not possible to expect the populace to vote based on their opinions on issues that are well researched and thought out. That isn't realistic. Therefore, I think you need honest and
You're still taping, right?
yeah, like honest and good characters, people who are genuinely interested in doing a good job of being a politician. Like there's
actually go out and learn what's going on.
that's important. But I don't think I don't know about the last generation, but I can't imagine, based on having gone through school, that we've done a job of preparing people of my age to fill that role. And shows
Which role?
that of being a dedicated, honest representative in government. I don't know if our
my
our
guess is
system has
probably
educated-
most of the people that you're referring to are way too young to be in.
Right, but I'm saying
Yeah, I'll
further
just-
down the road, the people who are my age, I can't imagine them. They haven't been
Well, you
given
should
the-
imagine that.
No,
I mean,
no, I'm saying
you're
just based on
taking
the
a lot away
curriculum.
from them.
No, I'm speaking plainly about my experience being educated. And the fact in my mind is we don't have an understanding of how our legal system came to be, how our country came to be historically. Kids have not been given this broad context by which to understand our time and place. That's been my experience watching kids get taught. They haven't been forced to read. They've spark notes their way through high school and undergrad. They've learned facts to regurgitate on tests and not how to think through complex issues. And that's reflected in this completely shallow and completely impulsive discussion in politics you see amongst young people, if you see a discussion of politics, which is why, like, somehow I haven't even been told, not once, and maybe it's just me, but even my family members, it's like they want me to vote. It's like we haven't talked about who's running for governor. Doesn't come up.
No one.
It's strange.
No one that is upset with me about politics has an idea of what to do about politics. None of them.
Right.
Nobody.
It's
Steve, can I?
like, my,
You may. Yonko.
yeah.
Couple points
Please,
on what were you talking about. You know, and this is where I was kind of going back with the ideas and why not everybody should be consulted over important, every important issue.
Sure.
Just like maybe for most of you, most of the kids that went to U of M and all the colleges in Michigan and around the United States, in totality, probably they don't, get taught enough about the legal system or the history or whatever you want to do. I kind of am not sure where you're going with that because, I've studied a semester or two in each of those disciplines, even though I've been in a major that had very little to do with it, but give me some broad knowledge and some kind of, you need to, a little bit about constitution, because, even in business, you need to, have some legal idea. So they do lay the foundation for these things, From the legal side, I've taken business law 1 and 2, so I've taken 2 classes in law, and business law 1 is basically, how the legal system came about, the different types of, tort litigation, criminals, some broader idea about contracts and so on and so on, and so this is all, Constitution, all the amendments, and so on and so on, and business law 2 would be, more contracts and different types of institution,
like property
entities and stuff like this. So that's, business law 1 is basically what you're referring to. I don't know if all the majors would require something like this, but I would say yes. Is a semester enough to be an expert in it? No. Does it have given me some broader idea? Yes, I would say that it given me broader idea than the people in the flyover states that are saying, this country is going to shit, and they're shitting on our constitution, and beat themselves in the chest over the Second Amendment, and so on and so on. I don't know why I keep saying this, but and I've taken also class in politics and how the legislative system is set up. That being said, I would represent the majority of the students that you encounter, on campus. That being said, there are students that are in majors that require a lot deeper understanding in those issues. There are people that are studying history.
There's the Ford
history
Public Policy. There's like the Ford Public Policy School, for instance, which is
correct. So you cannot say that there isn't there are people that are coming from those.
No, there are people who are being trained to be civil servants. I agree with that. I'm saying the system that is training them to be a civil servant is not teaching them to be is not instilling in them a genuine, honest character, or I think a true capacity for critical thinking and a ability to parse through a complicated issue. I think what our education system has been reduced to for kids my age, in large part, is a memorization and regurgitation of facts. So in a government class or a history class, what's being asked to be done and what's the majority of the grade is simply this busy work and then passing back a historical fact to the teacher. And very little percent of the grade, maybe what would decide between an A or a B, is writing an essay or a few paragraphs. But the level at which kids are really being asked to do that is not there. And that's why
But wouldn't that be the whole idea? You learn something so you can make, decisions later on. If you don't have the knowledge of the facts, of the history, of the way the system works, deep understanding of that.
I think that it's like teaching a man to fish rather than giving him a bunch of fish.
It's like people that talk about fiat money and the Federal Reserve that have never studied the Federal Reserve, that have no education in economics, no education in finance, and they go around.
Don't get me wrong. I think our future civil servants should
tell
understand
fiat money
history,
and Federal Reserve, and these are the worst things that happen to human society. These are people that have zero understanding of that
Sure,
you need to have
I
people
agree.
with knowledge
I agree that it's
to make the
good-
decision.
I agree that to make good decisions, you need to have an understanding of the facts
Mhm.
to inform that decision. That's good. What I'm saying is what's not being taught is the skill of taking a bunch of facts,
Future issues.
which might contradict each other. I'm saying what isn't being taught in school, based on my experience of being in school very recently, has been kids are being given a series of facts, asked to memorize them and regurgitate them. What they're not being asked to do is interpret a bunch of facts and make a complicated decision that isn't.
I'm
that-
sure there is plenty of case study courses in University of Michigan.
I'm speaking generally, but what I'm saying is I really do believe our way of learning has been made. It has been
It's not
deeply
creating lifelong
undercut
thinkers.
to not.
And
be
I
able
would
to
also
produce
tell you, you know,
kids
you
who are
can you
able
can
to
ask
do this,
you
you
can,
know.
you can so ask your parents that well they wouldn't know per se, but you can ask a professor, for example, or older professor, college
It's not like
today.
I had all bad teachers.
No,
either,
I'm
you
not
know
talking
what
about. I'm not talking bad. I'm just talking comparatively with the education today compared to the education of the generation of your parents, and before that. The level of education today is much higher.
I'm not sure
And
I buy that.
I
I think it depends on what. I think
it used to be
depends on
a
the
lot
subject.
easier and a lot less in
I
depth.
think it
and
depends on the subject. I think what's happened, especially in universities, is there's a lot more people, and they have to weed kids out in certain classes, and so they create a course that's difficult in a series of ways to weed kids out. I think in terms of pushing kids again to think hard and think creatively, and encouraging them to have a grasp of language and an ability to write and speak extemporaneously and to
He's throwing some complicated words.
I don't think any of us
I
have learned that word before. Exterp.
I heard Pearson say that
And
recently.
here's the thing, he's like, I'm having
Extemporaneously
Step
at the
He's
at
like,
your
I'm
fine.
You get the peanut gallery. on that one.
I'm talking to this foreigner, so let me toss in some word he probably never heard of.
I'm gonna
But,
sneak out. And
hey,
see
I
the
also
semester
have an
while you guys
education here,
figure
so
out.
I might have.
I'm saying-
All I'm
too.
saying, people.
Jesus. Got a tech
Mission
quarter.
not accomplished. That's all I gotta say.
Got tech quarter.
I told
think
him
that
it didn't go over here. I totally understood you. So
I can't imagine who I'm going to be asked to vote for in 10 years or 20 years. It's like I've gone to school with these kids. It's like
okay.
I'm hardly impressed
Well,
with like.
Here's the thing,
I'm
and
mortified by the level at which I'm not a good reader. I know what people like. Someone like Aldous Huxley, for instance, who is a product of the British education system, kind of in this interwar period. It's like that guy probably could read 3 or 4 times as much as me in a day, at least, and had a capacity for multiple languages because that was taught at a young age. It's like no one can do that. Or like Winston Churchill. It's like people aren't taught in history like they used to be. They haven't. And it's different. Now, that being said, it's different because our generation's been raised on television and has had a whole stream of information coming through that. But it's like...
We're very impatient. We would like to read only the headlines. That's true. But you remind me of... You remind me of that part of the Sunscreen song where he talks about like when you grow older, don't lie to yourself that prices were cheap. politician didn't feel enter and
Listen.
blah 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 blah. It's been happening for the longest
I'm
time.
not
There
saying-
is smarter people today
I'm not
than
talking
were.
about the golden years of the like. I'm not saying that it used to be way better. I'm saying in certain aspects, I think people have as education in the history of the world has been greatly reduced. I think in education in how to speak, read, and write
I would say
has
that
reduced. I think obviously kids are better with technology. Kids are better with computers. Kids have a better basic understanding of science and math. All those things.
I
are
was
true.
gonna say that like we're progressing at faster rate today than ever before,
That's why
and
we have to be very careful.
it's just accelerating in time. So that's my example of like, no, you're wrong. People back then were not more knowledgeable and more critical thinking and whatever you want to
They
throw
might
in
not have
there.
been. They might not have been more knowledgeable, but they could have been more wise. And what I'm saying,
Yeah, it's
given the
comparing
rate
apples
of
and oranges.
given the rate of acceleration. To tie it back into the politics, it's like part of what concerns me about the political dialogue
Mhm.
is it's encased within this rapid acceleration in technology. It's not making any effort to manage or even discuss this acceleration. It's riding the wind of the
Yeah.
acceleration. Trump was
Because
elected in this
Because shit is happening way
technological
faster today
way.
than was happening at any time before. We don't have time to sit down.
Right, so it
and-
would be
and
nice
have,
to have
you
some
know-
good leaders who might
You- you know,
hypothetically be able to deal with such a thing, but
We,
I'm not-
we don't have time to read
Yeah, it's like you're
Russian
arguing, but
suicidal
you're
novelists.
Technically,
Huh? Weird.
saying different
Are
things.
you
You
making
know,
fun
you know,
of
it's like,
Who's
we don't have
suicidal? Wait, who's a suicidal?
Russian suicidal novelists.
Who's suicidal?
All of them. Yeah,
Which
Every
ones?
Russian novelist
Which
is
ones?
suicidal.
Probably.
Which ones?
I don't know, all of them.
You don't even have a name.
Name one.
I
Name
didn't
one.
bother.
Name
I didn't
one.
bother. I didn't want to be suicidal. I didn't
Name
bother.
a Russian author.
Lev Tolstoy.
Tolstoy might have been suicidal.
Yeah, it was. He was the most suicidal.
Oh, all right, I win.
That was a lucky
All right.
guess.
No, that wasn't it.
You heard it from a Simon and Garfunkel song once.
No.
Yonko doesn't like Simon and Garfunkel.
So far as I know.
No, I did not say
so
that.
far as I
No,
know.
no, I did not say that.
So
That's
far
not
as
where I
know,
heard it from.
Fucking creature.
Dostoevsky wasn't suicidal.
Wasn't he?
No. Bulgakov, I don't think was suicidal.
Bulgakov wasn't
He's
suicidal.
not even famous.
What are you talking about?
He was for sure.
Everyone
famous.
likes that book.
Which book?
Master and the Margarita. Dumb Master
Sympathy
and
for the
Margarita.
Devil was inspired by this book actually. This guy wrote. He was famous. He was really famous.
I'm talking about the.
Solzhenitsyn wasn't suicidal.
Huh?
Solzhenitsyn was about
Yeah.
as far from
He couldn't have
suicidal
been
as-
suicidal. He
Yeah.
was trying so hard not to die. He was
So-
doing everything he could.
But Tolstoy was a little suicidal at a point.
Yeah, so take
So that
that
was a lucky
Chokesville
guess.
shirt. And
That
go
was a
choke
lucky
yourself.
guess. I was hoping,
No!
I was hoping he wasn't going to say
Lev Tolstoy.
Tolstoy.
Yeah, what a guy.
Lev Tolstoy.
Tolstoy's great. I mean,
He wrote The Brothers Grimm, or
You wrote the brother. You
Who-
wrote the
who-
Brothers Grimm.
who wrote The Brothers Grimm?
The Brothers Grimm.
Oh, okay.
That was a compilation of Norse and like other fairy tales. It's a compilation of myth, basically. I actually really want to read this book.
The Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
No, this is
thought
not
about
what I was
that.
thinking.
The Brothers Karamazov.
Maybe.
That was Dostoevsky.
That's Dostoevsky.
Tolstoy wrote Anna Karenina and War and Peace.
War and Peace, yeah.
And then, so this guy Jordan Peterson actually does talk about Tolstoy's.
To be honest with you
Suicide.
guys,
You don't know Russian authors. We know.
He does.
I try watching the Jordan Peterson after
You
the
like
last podcast, and that was the biggest waste of my time.
What'd you watch?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. You've already lived a bunch of
Yeah,
like,
you're fine. You
Yeah.
don't need Jordan Peterson.
figured out your, you know what you're doing.
Dude, I had a dream.
And that's another
Scratch
thing I was
that.
I was
What
trying
do
to
you watch
kill.
of his? Actually?
I don't know, man.
He's got his shit in order, so he.
Yeah, he's fine.
No, I don't have
He
my
doesn't-
shit in order.
He doesn't need to get his house
But-
in order. He's got too much smoke going on in that house anyway.
But
That's what he needs to get in order.
That's the other thing. You base everything off your college. College just gives you a base.
I made very little off violin in college, my friend.
No. What I'm saying is you base, your perspective on things from. You look at the kids in college. College just gives you some base that you take from there, and you go. Life is what's gonna
Yeah,
shape you
but
on from there.
I'm basing
He's
what I'm
comparing
saying on the
what he's
kids
experiencing.
I'm basing what I'm saying on the kids I've met and the people who.
Sure,
know
but
them to be.
what are you comparing them to?
Thinks he's read in great novels.
To
Or
grown up
great,
men.
Great. Yeah.
Right, but I'm
Not saying they're weak or
that
lesser than the
I
men.
am saying so. Actually, the comparison I was making earlier with this guy, Alice Huxley.
And I just got forever banned from this podcast for not liking Jordan Peterson.
No, he didn't. If Jordan Peterson gets really into the podcast and is like, get that guy off, yeah, you'll be off.
All right.
Actually, I would, for the record, I would not. I would keep you coming back. But what I was comparing that to is really an understanding based on a few different things I've read. One of which is the biography of Ian Fleming. Believe it or not.
Ian Fleming.
He was the author of James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
On how the British education system worked kind of during the turn from the 19th to the 20th century into the World War II, leading up to World War II. The British had this system of how they educated kids, how they were taught to read and write. They were still learning Latin and Greek, kind of. What I was trying to say, I guess, was that a capacity for language is no longer being taught. It's at the same level. Part of that, I think, is because kids now have this ability to take in information through audio-visual production, and that's easier than reading for most people, and so they do it because it's more efficient, plain and simple.
Sure.
But I think there's a sacrifice there, is that there's no longer a... Because the thing about reading is it takes willpower. It takes a more concentrated focus to read.
You create the way things look in your mind versus see them,
you
someone
must
create
have
them
an
for you.
active imagination, for
Yeah.
sure. So what you lose when you take away true reading, which has been done in a variety of ways in the education program. It's like you're no longer forcing kids to think about what they say or think about how they build their language, their personal use of language. We aren't spending as much time doing that. And part of it's because we have this influx of audiovisual, and it creates an unconscious dialogue and building of language from when kids are young. But I think another thing that's happened is we just want to have, I guess, are undisciplined or whatever and want kids to do well in school, and so kids can go on SparkNotes and they can just look up these facts and pass these quizzes, and it's like that's not how real learning takes place.
SparkNotes.
It's a website where you can...
So it's a website? This is really interesting. So it's a website that gives you a summary of books. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like CliffNotes.
So what everyone would do in school is you're assigned like 300 pages of reading, but whatever, that no one's gonna do because they all want to go home and do whatever, and so kids look up the SparkNotes and then pass the reading quiz.
Damn.
Right, but everyone's been doing that for like the last 10 years.
Damn, I wish that was there when I was there.
It made things a lot.
I mean, I did my Spark.
Wish for.
I did my Spark notes. You know, do you think I read those books when they asked me to read those books? I'm the guy that doesn't like reading.
I get it.
But here's
I didn't read. I use Spark Notes too.
We all.
But
It's there. You use it.
I don't know what time.
But here's the thing, you know, and I get your point, which is a very valid point, because at the end of the day, for the most part, the way we communicate is through the language that we speak.
Right. Lovely PowerPoint presentations and all this.
It goes,
I'm saying,
you know,
people
computer languages and so on, you know.
I'm saying people who have to negotiate complex geopolitical decisions should have a depth of historical knowledge that I don't think has been taught for a number of years. I think probably since the 1990s, it's been rare for people to be encouraged to...
People that specialize in history or not?
People who are... No, I'm saying the public policy students, the future public servants, aren't being forced to walk in the shoes of man throughout the ages.
Because they also need to have an understanding of so many other things today, of social media, of all these things.
Not
that
if they're sure, but I'm saying to
so you cannot expect them.
I'm saying to make complex decisions that have to do with geopolitics and the interrelations of massive national tribes in order to predict how these situations with innumerable variables will play out. The best bet in my mind is still a rich study of history through the ages. And that's been sacrificed at the expense of this, let's say, technological learning. I think there might be a...
I would say there are plenty of people that have that in-depth knowledge, and the people that are in place to make those decisions do actually have consultants that have that deep understanding.
I don't know them. I mean, I'm saying this because I'm trying to speak about my generation. It's like, I don't know.
Okay, why do you think you have... Do you think you have...
Me personally?
Yeah.
I've done my best to give myself a certain skill set, but that isn't a political one. And I haven't, and I would say, compared to what I know about some of the great leaders throughout history, no, I'm woefully unread and woefully unable to speak more than my own tongue. Yeah, like, I think that's a real... So, now that being said, listen, it's not like I'm...
We need pets over there.
It's not like there's no smart kids or no kids who want to do good things or whatever. I'm just like...
You just...
I think
my question to you, would you think that you're like the only one, you're so special, there is no other people on campus that looked up in those that have interest in these things that you do? And even,
I'm saying even me who has an interest in history. I think there's certain things that, based on how school works now, I haven't been
You keep focusing on school.
Well,
school is not the end and be all.
No, I mean, you can go to a jiu-jitsu gym instead of
never stop
so
learning.
much on your schoolwork.
Whatever it is.
Sure,
Correct.
you can do lots of things outside of school. I'm saying where kids would get these skills is usually in school. I'm saying by and large, I don't think the skill set that would be needed to excel in a position of political pressure is being instilled in the education system. Hopefully someone's had it instilled elsewhere.
And
I mean, the health of our government depends on that.
Here's my suggestion to you, you know. if you think that's the case, and if you think you can, defend that case, I am sure you can write to University of Michigan and tell them, how you feel about it, and if you have a strong enough case for that.
What I'd like to do is have some people who I've met through the university, I would like to have them as podcast guests. So a professor in particular, he's actually he was a very interesting guy. I got an email, he made a YouTube video. He basically got funding from the university into this project about Paul and Athens, and made like a 15-minute YouTube documentary, I guess, about this. So I'd like to have this guy, there's a guy who spoke at my commencement who actually kind of seemed like he'd been watching some Jordan Peterson based on kind of the speech he gave. It was very much in the vein of free speech and a number of other things. But so that's kind of where I'm going with this, honestly, that's why I kind of said to my dad when he was like, you should vote because you need to have your voice here. It's like, don't worry about my voice being heard.
Yeah, it's loud enough. It's almost like if you put your voice into this is an interesting thought I've had. It's like the opposite of a megaphone to vote in our society. It's like, yeah, you take this entire opinion that you have and you shovel it into this weird square peg. And you have this really, really round
opinion.
Or yeah, whatever. Like the contrast between what they allow you to vote for and what you have in your head they're not the same thing at all. So It's like you're asking me and you're telling me I'm a bad person, then I'm not voting, even though the logic behind your four choices that I have. It's ridiculous.
Here's the way I feel about voting, and again, people are gonna say, "Oh, he's foreign, he's coming from this and that." They have no idea about where I'm coming from.
You're better at being an American than I am, Yonko.
But the way I think of it is, you have the right.
Goddamn fine American.
You have the right to vote, and you have the right not to vote. Not voting is also on expressing an expression of opinion.
Absolutely.
You're saying, hey, I don't wanna. Here's my way of doing it, but also what you're just saying. You're saying, hey, out of those four, this is your way. Out of those four people, none of them is what I would want, so it's not an option that I want to support.
Yeah, being bold in your own opinion and being stern in your opinion is a strong thing.
So if I have four options and none of those fits me, I'm expressing my opinion by not supporting their cause, because
that's as strong as a sixth vote.
But the way also I feel about it, and it's very false way of thinking, and it goes kind of with
why would you bring your dick out?
What about Yonko's dick?
He said phallus.
Yeah. But
you said a phallus way of thinking?
Yeah.
And it goes to somewhere what you were talking about is like, I don't think most people that are in power or that are being voted for have my interest or your interest best in mind. I don't think they're best fit to run for that. And so if I vote,
what's wrong with you, bitch?
Yeah.
Every time I feel like it's a
if I participate in this voting process that puts one of those people in place of power, is like me solidifying that vote, me giving my okay with the results of that vote.
Yeah.
And by not voting, I'm saying I did not agree with the person that was picked, regardless of who ended up being picked.
The problem is so like, I do see this counter argument, because it's like, if you don't vote, then whatever control you would have had, you relinquish. So if there's someone you really don't want to be in power, then you don't even get to go against that. You're sacrificing even that. But it's like...
Sure, but do I want the alternative? That's where I'm going
right.
from.
And my instinct has been, especially in light of this last election, and kind of the discussion that's erupted from it.
You talking about the last presidential or this upcoming?
No, this last presidential
Okay.
election and the political discussion as I've seen it emerge from that. It's like, I don't even think the issues that are most important, that need to be addressed, are even being included in any type of political discussion, which in my mind is indicative of the fact that the political discussion has now become a show that's a facade and not even a part of the real discussion.
As I said.
And it's like, so why do I even want to play this game? It's not even the game that really matters. It's not the game of where is our technology going? What are we doing with borders? And are we going to let China be an autocracy again? Are we going to continue whatever this game that's going on with our, like, Russia fear again? Like, what is that all about? None of these things, like...
And again, it goes back to the fact that you have people, for the most part, voting by heart, for, Bronson versus the killer gorilla.
Yeah.
You just pick a side and like your heels and you vote that way.
Which I guess is what I was trying to say earlier, was like, the reason that's why we need candidates who are great people. Like, we need to, that's I guess what I'm saying, is like, we need to educate people to be great people again. Like, to be, and by that I mean have a great books education. Like, who are the greatest actors of history, positive and negative? What were their characters like? How can you emulate that? How can you avoid the ones you don't want to replicate? It's like, people who are leading us will not have that sort of education. They'll have this probabilistic, semi-statistical understanding of the last 100 years of political science that I don't think is effective in parsing through the bloody murk of history. It doesn't really tell you the story. And so these people won't know the real story, and when they're placed in their moment of history, they'll be using a probabilistic statistical model that...
You're talking, not me.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know, but it's a good conversation.
I like it, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try one more idea.
That's yours? Dude, I just had my dessert.
Oh, sorry. I guess...
You waited till I took one and I was like,
Yeah, I've got a problem with waiting too long.
Like, so you can tell the stories of wars based on casualties and numbers of troops, and this number of troops fought this number of troops, and you can break down a war by that. And you say, well, this many people died in this war, and this many people died in this battle, and America had this many people manufacturing and manufactured this number of things. And you can have this political situation broken into economics and statistics. You can do that. I think it kind of tells you the story in hindsight.
Okay.
But it doesn't tell you how the moment was decisively won, and how the people who were in the decisions to make those, in the positions to make decisions without those statistics that we had in hindsight, were able to make good decisions under pressure. And so I think has happened as political science has become what's popular and a study of history has become less so, is people think the story of wars is the number of casualties and how many tanks were made.
I don't think that's how I think about it.
Here's an example. I think how the American military, which is
That's,
essentially...
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that's how I would say military decision would make more sense. I would not say political, because that's more like number of tanks and troops and blah blah blah. That's
Ultimately, the difference between politics and war comes together. You have to remember the president is commander in chief. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I think like when you have people learning to break things down into these numbers, and only that, they won't be prepared when the time to make a decision without a complete breakdown of the facts is available, they won't be able to make that decision. So I think a symptom of this is, I think America's solution, militarily speaking, to a problem of late, is to throw money at it. I think that's something like we don't invest
Why is it?
in people. It's true of our intelligence apparatus, in large part.
Really? How so?
Comparatively, the CIA has like 40,000 people. It's a bureaucracy of analysts.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's a bureaucracy, isn't it? You have to have the best of your best, doing the best that they can do. So you're never gonna
It's not what
have...
bureaucracy
I think
is.
Ryan got tired.
I'm good, dude. It's actually very
Bureaucracy
comfortable
is
sitting
you
like
have-
this. It's the good armrest.
People who are comfortable at their station, fulfilling that role.
Right, yeah. It's kind of what I mean,
Right,
the
but
best
it's-
of the best doing the,
people
what
who
they
are
think is
comfortable
what's
aren't
best.
excelling.
It doesn't mean they are. Doesn't mean they are.
Right.
Right. But I mean,
Alright. Play us out.
he was trying.
Is that a wrap?
He played for like a half hour
Are
just
you
now.
done playing?
No, I can do something.
He
else.
tried-
Let's play for like 30
he
more
tried,
I can
he
do like
tried.
30 more seconds. Come on.
You want a happy
That was a
vibe,
good
right? You want a
conversation.
good...
But
What you were doing
Is this the first fight companion?
No, it's the second,
Second.
but it's
Okay.
the first one with an official breakdown to the ending.
yeah.
So I guess we could talk about the whole idea of the podcast is essentially to get anybody and everyone's voice heard, and maybe this is a good conclusion to what we're talking about politics, is that true politics would be dealing with small problems within your immediate reach that extend to the bigger problem in everyone else's.
Well, sure.
So, the best way that me and Steven have found to do that is, I mean, speaking for him, but not really, because we talked about it a lot, is to, first of all, make ourselves better, which involves this gym, and then
You know where I learned that? From that suicidal maniac. who wrote
that
story.
motherfucker Tolstoy.
Him fart.
So,
In a train station at night.
the best way for me and Steven to close out our podcast, in my opinion, it was my suggestion, obviously, was to have Ryan show his skills, but also end our podcast in a very soothing tone. So
Alright.
that's what we do.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Yonko.